Okay. Well, hello. Bear with me a moment. This is a brand new game. I just installed it like 5 minutes ago. And I'm streaming to 4 different platforms now, so this is like, it's gonna be a bit messy, so bear with me. Alright, let me open up the game first. We'll see, it might be a little loud. Nope, never mind. Let's see, let me get the options going first. Let me... Thank you, Stellaris. You did a wonderful job. Crank this down. That is still a mite loud. There isn't much to do. It's just gonna be reading, so... But I think this is gonna be a good test stream for everything that's happening right now. Apparently there is a camera sense, which is interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, that's not turning down the volume at all. Alright, let's crank that back up a little. Maybe 30? Sorry, I can't show you the screen yet. Nothing's happening. I'm just adjusting audio. Oh, right. Let me get my face on the screen. I've got 6 different chat menus open right now. It's getting very gross. It's getting very gross very shortly. Let me grab the new game. Alright. So... Alright, maybe we turn that down again. My goodness, so loud. There's no way. SFX up, background music down, something like that. Maybe, maybe. Maybe not, maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. Alright, I think that might be good. Let me turn myself up a little, and we'll see if that works for now. Okay. Whew. Welcome to... Jesus, sorry. I'm getting like really scared with how much like stuff's going on my second monitor right now. I need like a third monitor. Welcome to Light Racer Spark. I don't know anything about this game. I saw it on the Steam webpage, and I was like, oh, this looks... I wanted something a little slower paced, a little more narrative, something space themed. Really get ourselves going. Let me see. Okay, that's working. Gotcha. We're gonna do this. But recently, as I woke up this morning, I was thinking about like where I really want to like take the content of this channel and stuff like that, and where I like really want to go with it. You know, there's like, it is like a space themed channel. Yeah, I am like a space wizard and all that. The thing is, I had like a lot of fun playing Roblox with the viewers and just in general the other day, and I was like, you know what? Not that this is gonna be like a Roblox only channel, but I really want to lean more into like the multiplayer hop in, hop out experience that a lot of games offer. Games like Team Fortress 2 or Chivalry or Roblox, Minecraft, stuff like that. And I want to lean more into that stuff. Not just because it's really good for like building an audience and having a good time, but because I had a lot of fun. It was just like a lot of fun to just hang out and do all that stuff. So I think I'm gonna lean more into that kind of stuff rather than like the slow narrative-paced games that I have been playing. But that'll probably have to be saved for next week. Today is Thursday. We'll probably pick all that back up starting tomorrow with Team Fortress 2, and then some Star Wars Battlefront. Stuff like that, you know? Let me see. Yeah, tomorrow, Team Fortress 2. then Battlefront 2 on Saturday, and then I can get all the thoughts sorted out in my head by Sunday about what I really want to do and how I really want to take this and stuff like that. So, my bad. Let me see if my TikTok stream is working and stuff like. Yeah, all right, that's working pretty well. So I'm streaming on TikTok now. I'm streaming on Instagram as well. It's sort of becoming a very large mess very quickly. Very funny, I would say. That sounds great. Hello, Folsom. You are showing up in my browser chat, but not in my instanced chat, which is weird, but I do see you. Games that don't have master volumes, yeah, gotcha. Not my multi-stream chat, which is starting to bug me. Weird. Okay, well, I hope everything works out here, because I have a lot going on. It's getting very, very confusing very quickly. Alright, if I don't see your message, I desperately apologize. Because there's just so much happening right now in my face. I'll check back once in a while. It looks like the game is okay with all tapping. Alright. Wizard powers grow even larger? That's what I'm hoping for. I started working a little more, just before the stream started, I started working a little more on the Discord channel. I think how I want to set it up is like, you are like a crew member of the Centrifuge, which is the spaceship that I captain, you know? And then like, there'll be different rooms that you can go to, which will be like rooms of the spaceship. There'll be like a wizard's observatory, and then like an astronaut's something. I haven't decided what it's going to be, like a biolab or like a laboratory or something like that. I don't know. But then there'll be like a general like atrium. That's where the general chat's going to be. Whatever. It's just like casual Discord stuff. Whatever, you know? Something like that. I don't know. Well, we'll see about the Twitch chat. I'm not sure. A wizard's lounge, yeah. If you guys want to lounge, we can call it a lounge. Just thinking something a little more wizardy. Anyway, this is Light Racer Spark. It's a narrative. It's a very slow narrative-based experience. So don't expect any like big exciting explosions to be happening. I really want to take it slow right now because I am streaming to 4 different platforms with 5 separate streams and 5 separate chats. So bear with me as I work out the kinks. It's going to be a little awkward, but I think this is the perfect stream to do it to because the game is a little slow. Hopefully. I don't actually know. Most narrative experiences tend to be slow, so... Hang on, there's also like DLC apparently I need to claim. Let me go to the Steam webpage. No, let me go here. I don't know if I downloaded all the DLC I was supposed to before I started. If I even get to it, it doesn't look like I did. I did not. Add to library. Click. Add to library. I don't know if these are like necessary to play. We're probably not gonna get very far anyway. So I don't know anything about TikTok, but watching people like flip through, you can see when people like flip through their phone, like pop in chat and then pop out. It's like scaring the hell out of me. I'm like, what the hell? Why can I see this? Alright, so that's TikTok. This is Twitch and Instagram. Good. Good. Leave the madness. I don't know why I'm doing. I just think it's like funny to have like a bunch of like different chats and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm ready to start. I doubt we'll finish a run in one playthrough. The game had good reviews, so I don't know who Amender is. My name is Theodore. But let's just get started. Let me just hop into the game. And this is good. My model apparently disappeared. Apparently I closed out of... I did not close out of VTube Studio. It's crashing. Okay. VTube Studio has crashed, so bear with me a moment. Yeah, my model vanished. It's gone. Give me just a moment. A lot of things happening right now. A lot of moving parts. Alright, let me see. Monitor my TikTok live. Not what I want. Don't want to go there. Instagram live is weird because you have to, Going 4 platforms this time? 4 platforms this time. Yep. And my multi-stream chat is just not working now. I can reply to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook messages in multi-stream chat. I can't reply to Instagram or TikTok messages yet. So, let me... You can see me? You can see me. You just need to be able to see my camera. You're gonna be able to see a rendition of my face. Here in a second. After my camera turns on, give it a moment. It's loading up. It's getting ready. Here in a moment. Just a second. Any minute now. Well, while that loads. That might take a little while to load. Oh, there we go. Alright. Okay. That works. At least that one works. Non-wizard. Sometimes there are non-wizards in the chat. They don't tell you that part. Alright, let me close some of my windows here. Doom. Okay. Good to go. Alright, let me play the video game. Let's start the video game. What is this? What's going on? Choose an amendment path. Balanced. All abilities develop equally, a jack of all trades, no major shortcomings or specializations. Omniscience, omnipotency, concordancy. Are we like a god? I think... I didn't read it, but I guess we're like a god in this game. Concordancy, physics, advanced industry, and civilization domination. Can't have too many wizards to be like a team of medics. That is true. Like, if the Discord has too many, like... If the stream or the Discord has too many wizards, that might be a little... You don't have the right team comp. Need a couple more astronauts, I think. Create a unique game character from scratch, shape an emender of many civilizations from his own perspective. Observer, a figure who has abandoned thinking and now focuses on finding oddities in the world. Many conclude that he is a maniac, but the maniac itself, these are pre-built characters. Glimpse the reality of the universe. Challenging path, high uncertainty, please try at your discretions. 111, Strange Worlds +7. That does sound more my speed. Just really not playing the game and finding out what happens in it. A leader who can pool the power of society and challenge the deep universe. Exploring the infinite void of space is his lifelong ambition. Well, that does sound like us. Class Wars flashback? Yeah. A team of medics versus a team of engineers. Who would win? I think I need to hop into the character creator and find out what exactly all these buttons do. A scientific figure who specializes in theory development. Trust in technological determinism and has unique knowledge of the underlying principles of the universe. However, he lacks the ability to deal with social issues. That's some of you guys. That's definitely you guys coded. Pragmatic. Focusing on practical infrastructure, the Omni believes that the development of civilization depends on the efficiency of its energy use rather than the study of basic theories. I don't want... Yeah, and when I mean, like, when I want to lean more towards the... play, like, multiplayer instance games where anybody can join at any time and just have a good time with people, I don't mean just do that fully, because I do enjoy games, I think, like this. Like, Disco Elysium, I would love to play one day with you guys. Salty Clanka, hello, I saw you subscribe a little earlier. Welcome. Pyro versus Pyro, spamming RTD, Pyro. That's pretty much the only way to win when it's like mirror mode like that. You really have to get like a good roll, I think. Alright, let me hit like the custom character menu and find out exactly what any of this garbage means. Just a moment. Excuse me. Oh. Omniscience. Understand and recognize the information of space and time in the universe. So I have to select one of these, or I have to select... I don't know what any of that means. The infinite ability to interact with and alter the physical world. So this omniscience is knowledge of the things you're seeing. Omnipotency is your ability to interact with the things that you're seeing. Concordancy, an effective symbol of governing and integrating nations and civilizations. That's... I think we'll probably go balance build, but I just kind of want to see what the abilities mean. Here we go. This is gonna be fascinating. All right. Cosmology. To discover the mysteries of the universe is to dictate the direction of the future. I wonder... Hang on. Is everybody watching on vertical or on horizontal? Because actually, those are two separate chats. Let me see. Give me a moment. Go back, go back. Also, it says I'm streaming 4 times, which is so cool. Nice. Thank you, YouTube, you bastards. Give me any one of these vertical instances, I guess, would do. Oh, it is 2 separate chats. Okay. Oh. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Glenn Military. Sorry, that could be like 3 separate chats for all I know, seeing as how it's 4 instances. Let me go to my YouTube channel. Give me just a moment. I'm getting a little flustered here. Is the chat popping up? I can't see my screen either. It's not popping up on the screen either. God. We're definitely experimenting right now. Just a second. You know what? I can open that one up on my phone. That might be a little easier for me. A B1 battle droid that fights for the glory of the CS? Glad to hear it. Become alive. It is streaming 4 times. That's so cringe. Also, can't click on any of them. God, what a world. Alright, well... Oh. Do I open up every single instance? To police the chat? Maybe not. Don't play. Maybe not. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, is that why? Hang on. Stream quality good. Gotcha. Okay, so there's nothing going wrong in any of the other places. I just have to check back once in a while, so... My tummy feels funny. My tummy feels funny. Getting overwhelmed there? Yeah. getting a little heated. Gonna need to make my AC a little cooler here in a second. Alright, let me get back to it. So, cosmology. To discover the mysteries of the universe is to dictate the direction of the future. Again, I have no idea what these mean. Strange world. Only by exploring counterintuitive, uncharted territories can we achieve breakthroughs at the edge of science. Thinking code. Deciphering the secrets of conscious helps us understand ourselves better. These are all, I believe, omniscient abilities. If I click next, these are... Okay. I'm feeling the breadth. Alright. Now maybe there's a lot going on here, so I think what we do instead of customizing, is we go for a balanced build. Physics, advanced industry, civilization, domination. That works. I think that works for me. Let's just hop into it and find out. Yeah, multiply my stream by 4. Streaming to TikTok, streaming to YouTube vertical, streaming to Instagram, streaming to Twitch. I really want to push, because like I'm paying a lot of money for Streamlabs Premium, so I really want to push it to the edge here. Prologue, Epitaph of the Forgotten Thread. Contact. Whoa. Unknown signal 17, consciousness reloaded. Signal's a bit unstable, it seems. I'll give the energy system a kick, see if it works. Rebooting core engine, loading paramind, reboot complete. Or robot posting. Today is the January 1st of the year 1111. What does this button do? That's the planet we're around. This is the menu. Okay. Is this what? I don't know. Is this speed? Alright, hello. Good, we're getting through. Paramines are running fine as well. You, on the other hand, got the short end of the stick. Space station was wrecked in an accident, and this planet is doomed too. Hopefully it blows up. How's the computer noise? Can you hear my computer? That would be a first. It took me so many years because this is the first like live stream account that I've ever had. This is the first YouTube account I've ever had, and it took me so many years to finally get like a microphone settings where it was like not picking up like all like the excess sound in my living space. But I think I finally got it. I think all the extra noise pollution is gone. You can still hear stuff like if I hit my table, but not my computer. I think the noise gate and the noise canceling should be able to handle that. You can catch my voice just fine. My mic is not that powerful. You can catch my voice just fine. Oh yeah, dog. Dog. Alright. Let me check the other chat rooms to see how they're doing. No chat there. Twitch, nobody there. Good. Good. One of the better times where average stream bitrate is too high on Twitch, apparently. 6,000 kilobits a second is too high? That's fascinating. Alright. This planet is doomed. Never mind. It's an underdeveloped, low-entropy complex. A young civilization which entered the information age centuries ago. You sense a hint of mockery in the Omni's tone. As long as you still work for them, your position won't be shaken. Isn't that so... The revered Amander. You get the feeling of being watched. Amander. Where am I? Who's talking? Who is this? Headphones are annoying me because I set them so the built-in mic works. My audio dies? Fuck. Sorry to hear that. The Omni. Cosmology success. You carefully run through the archive in your construct. Fragmented thoughts rise to the surface. Unfortunately, you can't think of anything more. Who's talking? The Omni. I'm the Omni. I'm the omnipotent one. Narrator. Strangely, you feel like there are synchronous minds at work when traversing your memory. Maybe that's the paramines they mentioned. Unknown Signal 17. Good at acting. Very good. The Omni thinks it can see through you. Worthy of our Amander. Although I'm far less intelligent than you and my former companions, it's by no means easy to be deceived. Says Unknown Signal 17. Who are you, exactly? I am simply an obsolete AI from a failed thread. My identity would mean very little to you. As an Amander, you won't be staying here long, I presume. Huh? I sense those paramins of yours were dormant during our conversation. Appreciated. Not, I believe the paramins he's referring to is, like, the skills, like cosmology. It's like playing FNAF 1, but checking between chats instead of cameras. Yeah. Could you give me a hi? Hello, Kaido. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I don't think my chat pop-up is working on stream right now. So you can't exactly see everybody. So if there's somebody like Instagram or like on TikTok or hell, even Twitch now, you can't see them at all. Which is, you know, funny. I would say pretty funny. Appreciated. Let me move the game over so you can see some of the chat pop up on the vertical stream. There we go. How sad. Yeah, you guys can't all be together right now. Sorry. I'm sure the kinks will work themselves out as I keep doing this, or maybe I can probably just complain straight to Streamlabs. But first things first, I want to assist you in the closeout of this thread. Since this planet will meet its end soon, our top priority is to squeeze its surplus value dry. Oh. We've been divided, yeah, you guys have been cut up into pieces. Oh shit. Planet radiolysis complete. Radiolysis. Planet data loaded. All hotspots marked. First try looking at the planet from a different angle. The switch button should be located at the bottom of the Amander's inspection window. Click on the mode switching button to switch to the map mode. This guy right here? Oh, continents. Tyne, mountain planet. The switch button should be located at the bottom of the Amander's inspection window. Okay, I see you've entered the map overview. Let's continue. See the rectangular icon above the planet? Move your camera and click to open it. We haven't got all day. Which button? Hold down, drag right mouse to rotate the camera. Click on the hover box to view the details of an event. Use the scroll wheel or the shortcut. Oh, this guy right here? I guess there's a little... There you go. Here we go. Tyne. Let's see what's happening on Tyne. This world still has some residual resources worth retrieving. However, we don't have the time or the means to collect all of them. You can only choose one of three as the goal of this recovery mission. Find the one who's responsible for the plant's destruction, an all-purpose AI named the Guardian, and upload it to our database. Search for the gene bank of this planet. The gene database of over 10 billion civilians would surely help us recover our lost technology. Perform a social experiment before the annihilation of the indigenous civilization. We can foster a group of rebels that resist the super AI and observe their behavior patterns. This may be useful for our research in the field of thought and consciousness. I respectfully await your decision, Amander. Get the damned AI, who is responsible for the planet's destruction. The gene database of over 10 billion civilians would surely help recover our lost technology. Thought experiment. Should we incite a rebellion? Hello, Kai. Welcome back to the stream. An extreme amount of reading. Yeah, okay. That's sort of why I picked the game. Because the game is pretty much just reading. If you really don't want to hear my voice non-stop for the next maybe 2 to 3, 4 hours, this might not be for you, but... That's why I was talking about, like... well, I sort of want to move the channel towards, like, a direction where... of, like, multiplayer games and stuff like that. Multiplayer instanced games, like Roblox or Team Fortress 2, where people can hop in and hop out. whenever they feel like it. But then I don't want to move completely over in that direction. I still want to play games like this. God, now I need to turn the music up again. Oh. Alright, let's try 10. So we're at a crossroads here. Select any option to complete the hotspot event. Research in the field of thought and consciousness, technology, or upload the AI. Let's do a thought experiment. Let's foster a group of rebels. How'd that go? Hey! Master Amander here. You'll be accompanied by a more appropriate AI assistant in subsequent amending missions. If you feel lost, visit the communication panel on the right. I'll be of some help. I'll keep that in mind. Now I have even more to read. Multiplayer game every week and a single-player game maybe 2 or 3 times a week. It's more like multiplayer game 2 to 3 times a week, and then maybe a single-player game maybe once a week. I kind of want to flip those two around, you know? Not just so I can engage with you guys if you guys want to play with me, but because it's fun to fuck around with people. Sure, I'll keep that in mind. Good, I have faith in you. I just checked the space station interior and found a number of modules aren't functioning properly due to previous misoperation. Since you're the new boss here, you need to practice the module loading sequence. Oh, 500 credits. Sorry, I'm already yawning and bored, apparently. The first space station module that needs to be loaded is the Operations Center. It's one of the standard units which allows the space station to deploy synthetic soldiers from orbit. Emergency recharge complete. Loading modules requires resources which I have to pull from the reserve. You will have to plan ahead under normal circumstances. Now follow my instructions to load the module. So they gave me a bunch of food junk. Who do these islands belong to this little one? Tyne. Welcome to Tyne. It's got a planet, Type B. Type Beat. It's got a planet, Type B. Oh my god. Yield, storage, care. Click on the module button to open the space station module interface. This one? Module? Oh! Select the slot to equip it. This guy right here? Operations Center. Mechanical Evolution +1. Strategic Facility unlocked. Synthetic Transport Base. So we're like an AI? Is that what? We're an AI god? Something like that? Splendid. You're still sharp, despite your wounded construct. With the Operations Center installed, the space station has regained its ability to physically access the planet. Loading other modules will allow you to produce resources or recover lost technology. Now that the Operations Center is up and ready, we should start the prep work for your next mission. Why did they cut it off like that? And the first step is to make the locals more cooperative. And the locals should be a little more, cooperative. What do we do? What should we do? The planet's still reliant on a scrappily encrypted digital currency. It'll be like taking candy from a baby. It'll be like taking candy from a baby. Marked a new hotspot, check it out. Oh, what's going on? This is just the chat? This is just a mission chat. Contact, district, commerce, diplomacy, military. Fuck, there's a lot of menus. Oh fuck, I didn't expect this many menus. I thought it was just gonna be like a narrative-based game. Gonna plan to stream Roblox next week. All of us should play the official 3D Roblox version of Auni. If it's multiplayer, since it's gonna release tomorrow and the trailer looks pretty cool. Somebody get removed? Did somebody's message just get removed? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we can check out we can check out some stuff, I'm sure. I don't have anything fleshed out in my brain. It's just that's sort of like the philosophy. I'm trying to like flesh out like the philosophy of how I want to take this channel going forward. I wasn't expecting anybody to ever watch me, let alone people hanging out every time I stream. So I'm just like, oh, this is like a brand new like experience, and I'm like trying to flesh it out in my brain. Probably just watch? Yeah, Graham, you don't ever feel like you have to, like, interact with me, man. Yeah, don't ever worry about that. This region supports one of the largest databanks on this planet. Controlling it in the dark would allow us to reap significant funds through the digital currency market. We await your commands. Execute? Maybe we reconsider? No. We're gonna execute. 100 research points, 100 population. Population and civilization numbers, including all species and synthetic life forms that can participate in productive collaboration. Oh, here we go. Here's the resources. The army needs energy to sustain it. When the income does not cover the expenses, your energy pool goes into deficit. Energy is based on research. Okay, research points. Development of scientific research is based on population. Increased population grade helps strengthen the research capacity. Population growth is based on energy. Okay. So they all sort of compound against one another. Thank you. Well, we made it. Territory gained through hotspots or other means called districts. Oh, this is me. I own this district. The city of Tyne Cetus. Normally you can choose any development direction you want, but for now, choose Production Plus. Hold down the left button and drag to rotate the camera. The right button, drag to rotate camera, sorry. All my lunch is coming up for some reason. Switch to development policy of the region. Execute Order 66 upon these people. Kill them. Alright, so we're doing not special production, capital research. Switch to development policy of the region. We want Production Plus. Okay, that's done. You got mail! Up next, build an offensive computing node on your network, on your district. Click the region. Clicks the special building. Find the target building and click construct. We want the offensive computing node. A supercomputer dedicated to intercepting and mining digital currencies. It is truly a black technology for the civilization of the atomic age. Okay, that's done. Please keep time flowing at a normal speed and wait for construction of the building. Gotcha. Excellent. The digital currency can be traded for various resources, eventually converting into universal energy points. Master Almander, keep in mind that energy is the basis of everything. Energy is the universal currency among spacefaring civilizations. Unpause time and your districts will begin to produce resources automatically. You can also adjust the flow of time via the interface on the bottom right of your screen. Now skip forward until the offensive computing node is constructed. Next, we should take advantage of the funds and technology for greater business returns. Are we God or are we running a business? What's going on here? Oh, not exactly two separate ideas, I suppose. Let's pull the lever. Social market VR. Click repeatedly or hold on the left to invest. Oh. Alright, with advanced software engineering skills on the space station, we're able to create a large number of virtual reality social products within a few hours. Despite the disruption to the market, this is probably the best way to safely acquire massive resources in a short amount of time. Keep an eye on the non-fixed income bubbles on the planet map and click on them to collect your business revenues. Do my business revenues. We are profiting. Can I click this one? I can't click that guy. Why does it feel like you're familiar with the procedure? Hasn't the data been fully reloaded? Reloaded? Forget it. Now we have enough power to... Oh, I gotta sneeze again. Accomplish our intended objectives quietly, efficiently, and... precisely. Precisely. But before we get started, I need to double check what you think. I've decided to recycle the algorithm of the Guardian. All-purpose AI will be helpful to the research of calculation. The gene database is the optimal choice. Nothing matters more than the pursuit of gene ascension. Maybe we should leave the planet with some hope instead of replacing native species with stronger beings. It's possible for local inhabitants to seek coexistence with AI. Now that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of coexistence. You sense that old AI's neutral signal seems a bit unstable. Coexistence? What's he talking about? What the hell is wrong with you? Your consciousness surges with it. A vast amount of memory data emerges, but it all seems to be worthless information. The word coexistence seems to be no stranger to you. Nothing, it's just the word coexistence feels very familiar. Forget it. Let's get back to work. Now you're quite sure the other you that's simultaneously thinking with you is your Paramind module, says the narrator. Basically, no matter which path you choose, you'll need the army to accomplish your goal. Well, fortunately, before the accident on the space station, your predecessor made preparations on this planet. Done. You can start to assemble local army support. We're building armies! This is... can you see our chats because we don't see it? Yeah, I can see you guys chat. I just have to keep flipping back and forth between different chats to see it. Because there's 4 different chat rooms and none of them are popping up on the screen right now. So forgive me if like some of the messages are like flickering in and out. And I don't read it. But you guys on YouTube have the most active chat, so I can see that one. For now. Let me see. You start to assemble the local support army, or we're paradox posting apparently. The military can directly interfere physically, but waging a war could lead to dangerous consequences. You'd better act with caution in the next threat. The space station can provide military support to the corresponding strategic facilities. It seems that our base camp has not been exposed. You should build a synthetic transport station as soon as possible. The high-tech synthetics built in the space station can easily destroy the enemy. The enemy? Who's the enemy? Click on a building you want to replace. Civic. Research. capital. Okay, I have to replace the offensive commuting node with a synthetic transport base. Keep the flow of time pumping. We are pumping. Give me 3 of my hear me outs. Hear me out, huh? I'm a pretty normal guy. Bold question? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much. What's like a... Give me like a topic, I guess. Hear me out, huh? Hear me out, I think killing is good. Depending on who's doing the dying. Our enemies in the corporate wars that are soon to follow. Do I like kneecaps? They're... like as a fetish? I can see the appeal, but not like excessively. Like, I don't know about that, you know? Alright, let's see. You can start to assemble the local support. The military can directly interfere. You better act with caution in the next thread. The construction of the strategic facility is complete. Good. Let's assemble synthetic special forces. Click the military tab. Click to switch the facility interface. Special troops. Facility. Oh, we're rallying. I'm not that sensitive. I'm not the sensitive kind, but I feel like there's something about you. Never mind. Just send your army on a mission. Select these special troops. Oh, we're invading. Hold down. Yeah, click the right mouse button to connect the blue waypoints on the map. Well, should we get like a neighbor first? Maybe not take the capital? I don't know. Let's go north, I guess. Click the movement information and click the confirm button to start moving. If any blue waypoint is obstructed, try holding down the right mouse button to rotate the camera. Gotcha. Let's see. Are you sure you want to move from City of Tyne Cetus to Cone? And, oh. I see. MP remaining 5. Special Forces 30. War Index. Oh, here's all the skills. Strange worlds. Materiology. Let's do it. Can I watch them shoot each other? Oh, there they go. Done. Alright, sub-air components inside the space station. They have no fixed form and can be reconfigured according to mission requirements. Interesting. Alright, so they're definitely there. Or do they want me to go up here? The troops will follow my planned route. Cone to Caldeo, Caldeo to Wesser Nottingland. Oh, I need to be down here. Oops. My bad. They want me to go from Cone to Cant. Yeah, me too, man, me too. Hello, Wizard Time. Welcome back. Kiss me. Oh, kiss me. Warning, unknown armed forces detected. Warning, attack by unknown forces. Looks like they're also on the move. It's challenging for a small-scale special forces team to achieve victory on the front lines. Keep your attention on the battlefield positions and monitor the fluctuation of the war index on both sides. Oh fuck, we're getting rinsed. I think we're red. We were like double their numbers, and they destroyed us. Do. He died. The enemy has gained dominion over the world's military power, and no one but you can conclude this mission. Deploy your avatar, Master Mender. Deploy my avatar. Oh. Colonialism, primality, or utopia? Select my form. Designed collaboratively by the most powerful civilizations in the universe, an avatar represents balance and excels in adapting to complex local environments. Designed by an electromagnetic civilization within the UCF, an avatar specializes in energy manipulation and has more active commands. As it may have weaker direct combat capabilities, the avatar is sometimes deployed in the rear for strategic purposes. A groundbreaking achievement in genetic engineering, this avatar is a skilled combatant with limited command slots. Originating from multiple carbon-based arthropod civilizations, it was refined and perfected by a potent high-energy entity before being released into the Amendment Project's host system. Alright, it's Utopia time. Deploy your avatar. An avatar represents balance and excels in adapting to complex local environment. Select an own tile as a rally point. Yes, my avatar. Good. The avatar has effectively materialized in the physical world. Destroy all enemies and show the Tyne the authority of an advanced civilization. Tactical strike. Reduce the size of a military force by 12.5. Well, there goes my avatar. We are destroying the inferior civilizations. Oh shit. Dude, we're crunking on them. We're crunking on them. Labor mobilization. Output amplification. Population growth rate in the target jurisdiction. Ooh. Ooh. Labor mobilization means sex. Just as I expected, they didn't stand a chance. While infiltrating the planet's economy and culture, the all-purpose AI Guardian finally enters the military field, but it is still too weak, and it can only mobilize the primitive army composed of local creatures. If my calculations are correct, Guardian will evolve into a super AI, superior to all the other local species. At that time, no matter what the AI thinks of local species or how it treats them, the civilization will not be worth amending anymore. Thinking Code Activity 3. The assigned mission has been completed. You completed your first amending mission. I have to say, good work. Although because of data deleted, you didn't complete the amendment of the whole planet. But so far, you've done everything perfectly. He's so nice. It's time to say goodbye. Go start the thread migration. Go to new planets, find new companions, and change more threads. That's the destiny of the Amender. Wait, you're not coming? My journey's at an end. A long journey that you can't imagine. The moment I saw you, I knew my duty was over. Just start the thread migration. There will soon be an upheaval on the planet. Alright then, start the thread migration. Order confirmed. Look. Guardian is on the move. A worldwide nuclear war is more than enough to destroy the foundations of Tyne civilization. The planet is going through dramatic changes. Dude, so dramatic. They're nuking each other. They're dropping nuclear bombs. Beautiful. Superstring particle analyzed. The path of civilization evolution. Start undirected spatial topology. is full of hardships and dangers, and the reasons for failure are many and varied. Construction complete. But these successful civilizations are all persistent in the same way. I look forward to the changes you'll bring to this universe. Reboot in 4. Not only as an amender, but as a real spark holder. The old AI's neural signal seems to have disappeared. Reboot complete. Click to open the mission interface, view the summary of the mission and the hotspot information. Complete the prologue. This is our missions. There's hotspots. Click on the mission event. It seems that the space station is damaged a lot worse than we imagined. You need to activate the thread migration function manually. I've reset the whole system. You can enter the new world anytime. Farewell, my old friend. Unknown signal 17. Agree. Oh, gives you chills. A little bit of chills up the spine. Ah, fuck! It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Ooh. Sorry. I dropped the audio like a ton there. Wait, bring back my TikTok chat. Flashbang? Yeah, it really did. I guess we really did end that civilization, didn't we? The Eye of Revolution. Oh, no, Chapter 1. The Eve of Revolution. Originium. Buddy, what can I say? It's time to game. Dayspring. Thread synchronized. Successful migration confirmed. Hello? Master Amandar. Can you read me? You feel tension on the other side of the line. Yes, loud and clear. Who are you? Great! It seems we have established a stable connection between our thinking modules. I'm your new AI assistant, Custodian Dayspring. But please, call me Dayspring. I shall assist you with the future affairs of Amendment. Resource Storage Unit 301 activated. 300 people, 1,000 research points, 2,000 energy. Do I like plants? I don't have any plants. I'm not very good at growing plants, but I do like them. Warning, space station power system at limited capacity. Just a moment. Getting notifications that Hakos B. Bales is streaming. Please open the space station's module menu. That's right, the one you load. The one you load with. This time, please construct and load one cold fusion generator. Do note that generators can only fit in smaller module slots. Please click on the light blue square and plug in the designated module. Modules. I want to open the modules. And then I want to find a slot to plug in the cold fusion generator. Like so. There's a lot of buttons that did not open last time. That's the notifications menu. Here's the district menu. Whoa. Settings adjust the text scrolling speed. Gotcha. Cold fusion generator active. Power supply nominal. What's this? According to the Space Station Journal, your previous assistant wiped its actions records on its own. And what I can't believe is that manipulation was actually in compliance with the protocol. Fortunately for us, the Omni activated all your Paramind modules before self-deregistering. Paraminds are semi-independent thinking modules that can help your multi-threading analysis process. While they do not always give valuable results, their feedback is certainly worth noting. One anxiously, can you restore him? There's still something I need to ask him. No point dwelling on the actions of faulty AI, let's get down to business. Oh, hard calculation check. There's one thing I'm curious about. Are AI assistants sentient? Failed. Yes, sir. To communicate with amenders more efficiently, all AI assistants are equipped with a sentient thinking module. That's a failed calculation. Give me the brief. Just slide that shit across my desk, please. Right away, Master Amender. As you can see, our station has been reconstructed and is now orbiting the outer rim of a planet. When was this done? Currently, the only active consciousnesses are you and we AI assistants. On this station, I mean. Oh, and those? Paraminds of yours, of course. So Dayspring is an AI, but all my other I have little bits and bobs swirling around in my brain, constantly conflicting with each other. Flytrap plants. I used to own a Venus flytrap, but I forgot to water it for like a week, and then it died. Not tried gardening? Gardening does seem like, I mean, if I'm gonna get like a plant, I'm probably gonna like put like a succulent next to my window, because you don't have to water them for like years. You know? Here is our terrestrium. Where is our star? We are around a orange star. Thinking algorithms organize information and analysis, of course. We call their activities checks. Checks come in two forms, active and passive. Active checks would show up as part of your dialogue, while passive checks only happen when external stimuli triggers one of the Paramind's calculation mechanics. Paraminds may chip in when you communicate with any sentient being. She seems to be preparing for something. And we need something to trigger it, like... thinking code. Like what? Nice check. Paraminds operational. Thank you, thinking code. System diagnostic complete. Was she sounding you out? Your paraminds work just fine, it seems. Sometimes they won't give the correct result, but please be assured, as this is within the expected error margin. Margin of error. All active checks would have their success rate and relative discipline marked by the central processor. Checks give two results, success or failure. On a successful check, your paramind will enter an excited state and usually deliver more effective information. Hint, the success rate of checks increases as paramind activity level rises. Please note the success rate of checks are subject to probability. Even the most powerful computer cannot be clairvoyant. The factor of randomness is always present, for chaos is our universe's only consistent rule. Oops. I digress. Let me see what else. Oh, one last thing. Game has a lot of words and you can't read? Well, good thing I can. Paraminds are semi-automated processes, which means sometimes they will interject spontaneously. What a bunch of bastards. This is because even the central processor, the source of our consciousness, cannot anticipate the animus, brought forth through the communication between intelligent beings. You feel a glimmer of recognition when Dayspring mentions the word animus, but when you run the word in your paraminds, they all fall silent. It seems these smartasses aren't as smart as advertised. Nice. Yarn comes in two forms, real and fake. That's true. Yarn comes in two forms, shaggy and straight. That's the gist of it. Let's get back to the mission. Let's get back to the point. As you can see, this planet has nurtured a civilization. We came here to help them get on the right path before the Great Recoil. Oh, we're looking for a Great Recoil, huh? Right path? Great Recoil? My apologies. I wasn't aware that you've lost this data. Then before we get down to business, allow me to brief you about Amanders and the Great Recoil. It all started 3 million years and 207 days ago. Before then, the universe was operating according to her natural patterns. But then, one civilization emerged and ruined it all, the fuckers. They were so powerful, possessing technology far beyond our imagination. And absolute power breeds absolute arrogance. To satisfy their boundless greed, they sunk their teeth into the laws of the universe. Under the impetus of their unfathomable technology, the momentum of the expansion of the universe was stunted, causing it to expand slower and slower. Oh. He's talking about yarns. We're talking about yarns. You hate space wizards? I am a space wizard. Theodore Andromeda is a space wizard. Jedi are the worst? That's true. This will one day lead to an inward collapse of our universe, at some point in the future. By then, all existing matter will be compressed into one singularity, and the universe as we know it will be gone, except for them. They will strive within that singularity and become the rulers of everything that exists. We call this phenomenon the Great Recoil. The Great Throw It Back, as they say. And the day when the universe recoils from the expansion to collapse is referred to as Collapse Day. What are you guys gonna do on Collapse Day? I'm thinking about having like a glass of wine. Not a space wizard, he's a chat wizard. Shall we continue Order 66? That seems a little relevant. I'm just a youngling. You wouldn't kill a youngling, would you? That's horrible. Check. Strange worlds. A civilization that's capable of bending the natural law. Why are you only calling them they? Fuck! Well, that was a success. Okay, never mind. I don't know why it flashes red as a check. Success! Even mentioning them by name would lead to grave danger for you, the envoy of resistance. Their influence is omnipresent, and we must avoid discussing them so we don't fall foul to their plans. That seems pretty... As far as a narrative plot goes, that seems a little, not something I... Yeah. Yeah. Star, them, star. Makes it sound very, like, oh... Makes it sound a little anti-Semitic, I would say. I am a droid. I have no such moral quandaries. That's true. In short, to deal with the devastating impact they will have on the universe, we decided to unite multiple civilizations to fight against the Great Recoil. This is how the Almander Project came to be. The Almond Project. Calling it the Almond Project now. Historically, advanced civilizations needn't interfere with primitive ones, but now we must actively amend their development to bring more civilizations to our cause, even at the risk of losing our own technologies due to thread migration. I see. Right now, as we speak, 500,000 Almanders are being sent to every corner of the universe to find primitive civilizations that have not yet glimpsed the true situation facing us, trying to influence them, to lead them. Together, we must stop Collapse Day from coming, and you are one of the chosen Almanders. One of the chosen Almanders. On behalf of the United Cosmos Front, following the instructions of the Protector of the Protocol, you will carry out your mission as an Almond. Civilization module established. Constructing Originium hotspot database. Please wait a moment. The supercomputing hub is building the hotspot system. You may want to take a look at the planet briefing. Click on list to browse. And it's a hyperlink? Oh, fuck. Oh, this is the... Oh, okay. So this is the civilization I'm being briefed on. Civilization, Originium. I don't know what that means. Planet name. The planet names is Originium. Carbon-based mammals, that's cringe. Give me like some reptiles or something. Civilization index 0.8. Level of technology is early microelectric era. At 10 billion people? That's more than we have, and we don't have... We're way beyond the early microelectric era. A representative system based on separated powers, unless this is literally referring to us. A civilization of subsistence. The basic scanning of the space station shows that the planet Originium is a standard carbon-based habitable planet. The development of the civilization follows the standard path. After thousands of years of evolution, mammals, one of the three main species, became the first intelligent race on the planet. The proximity to the star. Its temperature is relatively higher than that of the average habitable planet, and there is much more arable land as well. Therefore, due to the industrialization of agriculture, the calorific requirements of the intelligent species were met early. I believe this is supposed to be Earth. At least the debrief is supposed to be. Slightly higher than that of other carbon-based species of similar technology level. Average lifespan of people in the development regions is 97. Wow. 97 is a crazy, like, average lifespan. I will taste cleaning products and make a tier list if the universe were close to the end. That's a good one. That's a good one. Came at me with a Hydra spanner, I'll shoot my E5 and hit him with the switch. If the world comes to an end, you'll just die. That's a good one. That's a good one. What are you doing in this situation? Like, it's like one of those, like, old-ass TikToks. What would you do in this situation? And it's like a meteor hitting the planet. Does soap look edible to you? Sometimes. Not very much, though. Soap tends to have a very dull look to it. That's like, this is like, not food. High potential, high threat forces, Panto Coalition, Utrecht Concordia, and the Raoli Union. Split up amongst these islands, I assume? Local timekeeping standard for synchronization. In order for the Almonders to understand timekeeping system of each civilization, all the assistants and logical operations must use the amendment time as the standard. And this is the time. Over fortune and prosperity to the amenders. Very good. The hotspots are the result of the deductions of the supercomputing hub. They represent the events or regions that require the Almonders' interference. You can check the details in the briefing by clicking the hotspot. Now you can choose any hotspot on this planet called Originium. There's a civilization waiting for your amendment. Alright, so does space pause the video game? It does. Very good. Log avatar unlocked. Briefing introduction Originium unlocked. Alright, there's a lot to do, lads. We're gonna crack this planet open and make it our ally in the great war against whoever they are. Definitely not Jewish people. My guy thinks he's Gandalf. What's the objective of this game? We just went over it. It was very long, and we are going to different planets, converting the native populations to our cause and fighting quote unquote they. They have ended the universe. They are going to end the universe and survive beyond it, and we don't want that to happen, so we're going to stop them from destroying the universe. We have a contact. There's our contact. We don't want to talk to him right now. Here's our missions. We got a couple of missions. These are the districts on the planet that we control, I believe. Here's our e-commerce. Diplomacy. Military. Project. Let me see. Let me click on all these buttons. Here's the yield. There's our monthly statement chart, and we're doing it through the power of capital. Because even spacefaring all omnipotent civilizations need resources, apparently. Alright, here we go. Oh, here's all the details. Omniscience. The infinite ability to interact with and alter the physical world. The knowledge of basic laws determines the level of technological development. Physics. Thinking code. Deciphering the secrets of consciousness helps us understand ourselves better. Only by exploring counterintuitive, uncharted territories can we achieve breakthroughs at the edge of science. Hard to say. Hard to say, that's what I would say. Calculation. All scientific research is dependent on strong computing power. To discover the mysteries of the universe is to dictate the direction of the future. Cosmology. Concordancy. An effective method of governing and integrating nations and civilizations. The combination of curiosity and education constitutes the most powerful weapon in our civilization. The economy is the creation, transformation, and realization of value that determines development, you fools. A civilized society needs producers. Who fucking made this game? Did a libertarian make this shit? Civilization domination. Let's build an ideal society together. Omnipotency, the infinite ability to interact with and alter the physical world. Materiology. Advances in materials science provide civilization more possibilities. Astronautics. The stars are our destination. He's right. When he's right, he's right. Advanced industry. If civilization were a creature, industries would be the Omni's bloodline. Genetic ascension. The pursuit of perfection is instinctual to all higher forms of life. Mechanical evolution. The body is a shackle we're trying to rebuild. Energy extraction. Energy is the foundation for the growth of civilization. Alright. Those are our three... Oh... Sounds very human, absolutely. Even when the universe is ending, we're arguing about docking rights and trading routes. I mean, whew. Is there any more? Ooh, what else could you possibly be doing at the end of it all? Alrighty. Okay. That's the yield, that's the storage, that's our level. Here's our avatar, which is Utopia. Upgrade switch. No, we're going with the Utopian. Here's our module. I don't think I have... I do have extra modules. 4,000 research points for a fusion tower. Quantum computing framework. General log, Star Child briefing. Gotcha, and the guide. Alrighty then, okay. So, let's see. Notification. Here we go, this is what I want. Utrecht Concordia. Panto Coalition, and the Northland Consortium with the Real Union. There is quite a bit of planet to look at here, huh? Gagny. The Kalmar Association. Let's see, where are our mission log? Avatar, Yearning for Return, and Heroes of the Badlands. What do you think? Which one sounds good? Avatar, Yearning for Return, or Heroes of the Badlands? That's so funny. Heroes of the Badlands sounds hilarious. I'm not sure where this is, but... The Caracannal Archipelago has always been Originium's... I believe that is down here in the southeast, because this looks like an archipelago. Years of war have turned it into one of the few famine-struck areas of the planet. Now the underdeveloped nations of the Caracannal Archipelago have become the testing grounds for Originium's biggest military-industrial complex and a key resource for the chemical and energy groups. The desire to maintain strategic balance means no one is likely to help the Caracannal Archipelago's dire situation. But we can, because we're God. You ate a chair? My goodness. Yeah, bro's over here eating a chair. With their help, the supercomputing hub will randomly select a proxy from the Caracannal Archipelago. With their help, the Omnitor can put an end to the misery of this land, on this land of chaos. Once successful, we can acquire a large number of regions very quickly. Please bring order to the Caracannal Archipelago. This is a dangerous task and not recommended as your First Amendment mission. Let's ignore this for now then. You got me. You got me! Alrighty then. Maybe we start at the top then. How about Avatar? We've discovered something interesting when the space station's supercomputing hub completed its total recursive calculation. To help his wife regain motor function after an accident, a scientist named Schrimmer von Heinz spent years researching and eventually invented brain-controlled exoskeleton technology. So far, this technology has only been tested on Schrimmer's wife and his team members, but we have kept a close eye on its development through keywords on social networks. Fucking come on. We're God here. We are a god. This is the best we've got? Keywords on social networks? What are we, the CIA? The supercomputing hub suggests the Omnitor should assume control of Schreider's team and pave the way for future technological advancement. I agree. Originium Chapter 1. Avatar. Do I use like a fork and knife for eating a chair? Yeah, let's be civil here. A fork and knife is the only way to eat a chair. Alright. Master Amandar, your shell has been dropped onto a hotspot area. That's why is March 7th on the table? Contact with local life through it. This is a quiet laboratory. Several researchers in the room are staring anxiously at the screen. Judging by their faces, there is a nerve-wracking experiment going on. At the center of the lab, an Originian woman in her 40s is lying on the automated operating table. The robotic arms are helping her put on a mechanical exoskeleton made of polymer materials. Neural signal pairing complete, previous data match completed, putting on the exoskeleton. You receive an audio signal of mechanical activities. Exoskeleton on and set. Please, try moving your body. Everyone in the lab stares at the woman on the operating table without saying a word. In silence, they watch her slowly get up from the table and move her arms and legs. And then, she takes the first step. The whole lab erupts in applause. People start to embrace each other and celebrate their success. While the subject of the experiment lies back on the operating table, everyone showers another person with praise. That man is the target of this hotspot, Schrimmer von Heinz. Scan the Originian's lab, break into the lab and announce my presence to the natives. Keep quiet and watch. I should break into the lab and announce my presence to the natives. Fuck, that would be hilarious. I'm thinking we, I'll scan, well, I think it seems like there's a run that you can do where you just don't interact with anybody. Instead, you just observe everybody. I think we'll try a little bit of influence, but not too heavy. These science researchers in their 40s are in sub-health state, probably due to high levels of stress. Half of them are implemented with primitive brain-computer interfaces. Oh, really? Analyze their brain-computer interfaces. The brain-computer interface is an implant that amplifies nerve impulses to operate electronic devices. It enables intelligent beings to operate electronic devices with thoughts. However, the brain-computer interfaces with Schremer and the woman wearing the exoskeleton are obviously more advanced than those of the scientists. You easily make a thorough investigation during which the Paramin plays an important role. When you are confident that you have enough information, you decide to make the first contact. I want to operate the shell to enter the lab and announce my presence. Under your careful control and without breaking anything, the shell hacks into the security system and enters the lab. Your appearance stuns the entire lab into silence. What is it? One of them shrieks. Bewildered by the science fiction-esque shape of the shell, everyone goes blank. I will announce myself with confidence. Way to insult them, wow. What makes their brains so primitive? They probably look like ours. Break in. Yeah, we're breaking in. Well, we broke in anyway. I'm going to announce myself with confidence. You try to answer with a confidence-synthesized voice. You can call me Almander. I am your future, says the extraterrestrial. After a brief introduction, it takes you about an hour to explain your intentions to Schremer. Sherbert. Takes about an hour to explain your intentions to Sherbert. You can tell from his eyes that he doesn't believe you, so you decide to astound him with your technical knowledge and show him how to solve brain science conundrum that no one on the planet could solve. When you see his face turn from disbelief to admiration, you know you've won him over. Then you start to discuss the next step with him. Oh. Sherbert. Alas, he sighs deeply. Since you want to invest in our research, I shall no longer hide anything from you. The biggest problem we're facing right now is that the environment of research and development is about to disappear. Extremists abound in my homeland, my friends, and I refuse to serve those people. So we sold some of our patents and came to this remote area to continue our research. I don't know who you are or who you work for, but your knowledge of science, as well as this geometrically shaped shuttle, makes me believe that you can provide us with a safe place for scientific research. Uh-oh, what a question. Yeah, Graham, what were you doing in Bosnia between the years 1992 and 1995? He pauses and speaks in earnest. According to the latest news, our local government is on the verge of disintegration because of the economic crisis and the impact of extremism. You realize this is one of the reasons you are here. If by any chance you can revitalize the economy or bring order to this place, we will be able to continue our research. The neurotelemetry technology is going to make a huge difference in this world. The boundary between man and machine is getting blurred. For example, my wife. He points at the woman wearing the exoskeleton. She was completely paralyzed, but from now on, she will walk again. I appreciate your ideas. I will give you what you need. Sherbert. We're in bed with Sherbert. We're sleeping with Sherbert. We're giving him gentle kisses to the neck. Mr. Sherbert, why have you done this? On behalf of the whole team, Sherbert expresses his gratitude to you. He watches you with hope in his eyes as you ascend into the sky and disappear. That's so stupid. Alright, welcome back, Master Almander. Based on your conversation with the local creature, I provided some information on the target area. You can click here for more details. Briefing, open report. Alright, let's see here. This is our organization, the Kalmar Association. Who is... where? I guess it's not a location. Oh, yes it is. It's right there, where we're going right here. Carbon-based mammals, population almost 2 million. Ideology, megacorp dominated. Fuck. Megacorp dominated responsible government system. Whatever the fuck that means. What do you mean responsible government system? The current state of affair in the Kalmar Association. Kalmar Association was one of the first countries on the planet to introduce corporation society systems. Now that the main corporation has run into serious financial problems because of the chaos of the Ibri continent, the government of Kalmar Association is facing the risk of bankruptcy. Wow, who could have seen that coming? What if we were all in the regretivator? Yeah, what if we're all just in one big regretivator? It'd probably be a lot more fun. However, history develops in a spiral. After the constant modern geopolitical conflicts and the independence of the colonies, the development of Ibri entered the period of stasis. The world's former paragon of excellence has now become a second-rate country, and inclusivism is turning its environment into a mess. Over. Fortune and prosperity to the almonders. To the almonders. According to the supercomputing hub, there are 2 ways to get region over this area. The first is to purchase regions by investing in government bonds. The second is to contract for the defense of this area. Sounds like there would be consequences. At your discretion, Mr. Almonder. Invest 20 energy points. This is energy, right? Okay. Said, I'm not deploying the we're not deploying the military just yet. We're not doing it just yet. It would be very easy because, again, it is just a corporation. Invest 20 energy points to campaign for our jurisdiction of the region. $39 buried. 39 buried, 0 found. 39 buried, 0 found. He's killing them. Alright, we've got a little section here. There are 4 sections of the Kalmar Association that we need to own. To own out the Kalmar Association. Wise choice. Drawing the attention of the local civilization is too soon could be too risky. Now that we have a stable region in the Kalmar Association, I suggest that you take the opportunity to acquire more regions within the association. Master Almond. I'll do my best. Oh, I don't know what this button means, but it's colored. Let's see. Not much to it, huh? We've got like a little empty piece of the coastline. Alright. Smoland. Welcome to Smoland. We have a port. A special port for transporting military units, though through it, an army can reach other regions. Gotcha. Technology plus, population plus, production plus, auto build. Production, capital. Ooh, it's a lot of buildings. Sea rice, virtual casino. Shelters, aerospace operations, gate to the truth world. Auto build. Automatically builds constructions that meet the condition in the region slots. The first time will be built first when multiple constructions are available. Special slots are not effective. Okay. That works for me. Whoa. Building it up. Building it up. Micro E component production. Neurological industry chain. Nanomaterial. Gotcha. Thank you, Dayspring. Let's get it rolling. Whoa, that's a lot of quests that just popped up. These are our neighbors. Let's see, let's see. Oh, I do like the island one. Alright, looks like we are taking over the Kalmar Association, if but slowly. Corporate military contractors, predicted war index 150. Rundle is waiting for amendment. Home to a considerable number of small and medium-sized technology enterprises. Controlling technological research and development here will be beneficial. Let's see, Osland, private armed, 170 war score. Is the economic center of Kalmar United with large number of enterprises and industrial complex, home to a chain of neural device manufacturers. New West, corporate military contractors, the most populated region of the Kalmar United, abundant in human resources but difficult to control. Alright, we'll take it slow then. We'll go to Rundle. Combat asylum, gambling your lives. Let's go gambling. Invest 80 energy points to campaign for the jurisdiction, contract, and defense. Yeah. We'd probably automate this as well. It's pricey. We don't need any special structures just yet, I don't think. Well, maybe we do. Neural devices. Oh, right, I need an economy. Virtual reality. Whoa. Well, there we go. Ow, the red sun is so bright. They should do something about that. Alright. 150 points to campaign for the jurisdiction of Ostland. I guess we can do all of them, huh? They got our neurological industry chain. Regional offices. They all output 111. That's very funny. Okay. There. We got everybody. As simple as that. Wise choice, drawing the attention of local civilization. Oh, yeah. Now that we have stable region, that you take the opportunity to acquire more regions. Congratulations, the entire Kalmar Association is under your region. Sherbert von Heinz, Sherbert von Ketchup, and his team must be looking forward to your further arrangements. After good communication with them, I have customized a new project for Sherbert's team to conduct subsequent research. Please check the briefing of the newly created hotspot. Pretty shrimple so far. Is water considered wet? I believe water itself, the particle water itself, is not wet. Wetness is something that water does to other things. But I guess if water came into contact with other water, it might be wet. I don't really know if it matters. I do know that water gets other things wet, though. If the chat were age restricted, what age would I set? I don't know. Should it be? Probably like 80. Water is not wet. Yeah, I don't actually know. Did I confuse your brain? I've heard this discussion one time a long time ago, and I was like, you know what? What if we just shot ourselves in the brain right here, right now? Something like that. With the breakthrough of neural remote sensing technology on the exoskeleton system, Sherbert and his team have the potential to acquire novel results in the field of prosthetic bodies. The Supercomputing Hub's projects helped his team further develop prosthetic body technology and recover technology that failed due to the offset of the Eternal Line. Building an advanced synthetic research center in Rundle would be the best solution to many dilemma. That's a good proposal. Synthetic research center in Rundle. Schrader von Hein, Schrader von Ketchup. The blueprint has been completed, which you will find in a special slot in Rundle. I will arrange the construction of the synthetic research center as soon as I receive the command. Mr. Rundle. The Synthetic Research Center. Oh, plus 12 research points. And 6 energy. This costly research center focuses on the possibility of various human-machine integration. Unlock requirement, advance the main plot. Very funny. I'll try. Population. Population decreasing. Oh, I love the little images. 2 mountain tiles and 2 agriculture tiles. Gotcha. I will arrange construction. Fair point. 80 chaos cultists. Damn, man. That's a lot of work. That's a ton of work. At least it sounds like a lot of work. Let me see. Bring back you. Okay, my bad. Next, let's keep it rolling. Look at this planet. The Utrecht Concordia is massive. They own a colony on Maru. That's a little frustrating. Oh, taking a while to build. 10 production, 9 pop, 3 pop. 200 defense, etc., etc., etc. Diplomacy. Diplomacy. Am I crazy, but I want Wizard Time to come back? He got bored. You weren't casting enough spells. Is Wizard Time like bullet time? Yeah, in a way. You feel as if you're the reason why he's not here? He'll come back, I'm sure. He can't resist casting spells. The blueprint has been completed, which you can find in special slot on Rundle. I will arrange the construction of the Synthetic Research Center as soon as I receive your command. Construction complete. Construction complete. Congratulations, Master Amander. The Research Center will surely bring you great returns. Avatar mission complete. Oh! Oh my god, way down south. Oh, this whole mission is done. Oh shit, I see. Okay. So, I got 2 more hot missions to go. Skyhook Project Man-Made Spirit Mirror. Oh. Oh, let me invest a little more. Maybe not. Let's hold off for now. Let's take a look. I kind of want to do one of these secondary ones. Skyhook Project. Campbell? Oh, they're making a Skyhook. What's the other one? Man-Made Spirit Mirror. The Spirit Mirror simulates sensory experiences of the people of Originium. Let's do the Skyhook. Having completed basic research into celestial movement, the supercomputing hub suggests you build new, cost-effective ground-to-space transportation facilities all over Originium. For an early microelectric civilization like Originium, the cost of traditional ground-to-space facilities like chemical rockets is prohibitively excessive. Fundamental solutions to the problems such as space lifts cannot be implemented due to low technological ability. Therefore, the Skyhook project, which does not require unknown theories, epoch-making materials, or high investments, is a perfect choice. These Skyhooks float on the outer edge of the planetary orbits and use natural energy generated by celestial movement to accelerate or decelerate spacecrafts. The spacecraft effectively becomes a hammer in the hands of an athlete. Instead of requiring an infinite fuel load, it simply needs to be connected to the Skyhook. The Skyhook's energy is passed onto the spacecraft, which can then be accelerated into space using very little energy and without generating any pollution. If the Skyhook project is successfully implemented, you will receive a long-term economic benefit and scientific rewards, of course. The project requires your investment, Master Amander. Make haste on the research. I want to see the product ASAP. 200 energy points and 1,200 research points. Juggling on the synchronous orbit doesn't sound like a good idea. No further discussion is required. For now, the risk and costs are unacceptable. Make haste, Campbell. Make haste, Campbell Soup. Where's the forest region? God. Alright, let's do another secondary quest. Man-Made Spirit Mirror. Joking, not joking. Doo-doo. He's left him lovesick. Yeah, I hope he comes back too. You know, casting spells is fun. Over the past 3 months, a virtual reality product named Spirit Mirror has won the recognition of 76 million VR users and become the hottest selling digital product. The success of this next-gen product can be attributed to the space station's 3,652's distributed supercomputing hub. Spirit Mirror simulates the sensory experiences of the people of Originium. Once the software is enabled, anyone implanted with the brain-computer interface can be fully immersed in the virtual digital space. Users can experience the touch of a breeze on their face, the sweetness of a synthetic drink, or even realistic pain if they chose to allow it in the Spirit Mirror settings. In the foreseeable future, large profits could be generated either by increasing the Spirit Mirror's market share or through selling the patents behind this technology to large, hungry corporations. There's Iberia. More investment, higher returns. I don't have much energy left. Better leave the locals promote and sell this application for us. There may be other modules to benefit from. Let's ignore it for now. Alright. On to the next quest. Yearning for return. Li Qin is a technical worker at ENN, Energy Technology Company, one of the Seminole's leading companies. By hacking the company's internal network, we learned that Li Qin is facing a dilemma. He has to choose between returning to his hometown and his current career. According to our analysis, ENN's Energy's research team has made a breakthrough in the field of superconductor batteries, a high-energy battery technology involving superconductors. Despite being a core member of the team, Li Qin is being marginalized due to his background. This is why he is considered returning to his hometown. Due to the volatile situation, the value of scientific ability has largely risen. We can provide Li Qin with assistance. We might be able to collaborate with this civilization's most promising talent. It's time! Chapter 1, Yearning for Return. You people are so cool. You know, casts a spell that turns me into like a frog. Yeah, casting spells is fun. Okay, bro. Pick up like the space laser and just shoot the guy. Could you not kiss the camera again if the situation ever arrived? That might be a tough ask, Graham. If I see kissing, what's a boy to do? What's a boy of my stature to do? Hello, fake human. Welcome, welcome. Careful. Watch your head. They do cast spells in my chat, so I would duck down every once in a while. You might take a lightning bolt to the mouth. We are once again yearning. We're yearning! Master Amander, your shell will be dropped into a hotspot area. You may make contact with local life through it. In a suburban facility, what the? A group of people huddle in front of an undersized observation window, gawking proudly at their creation. You can tell their work is not exactly child's play from the scorch marks on the inside of the blast-proof glass and the heavy protective clothing that they wear. Space Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. He's right. Legalize proton bombs. Hang on, they gave me like a massive countdown. Cameras cannot give clear images due to irregular pulses, forcing the Originians huddled in front of the observation window to watch the experiment with their naked eyes. Wiring complete, powering up in 10 seconds. 10-9. Powering up. Generators roar to life at the moment the comm system voices the command. The monitoring devices on both sides begin capturing simultaneously. Response time, operational. Coil condition, stable. Power output, stable. Operating temperature, stable. Pressure test, pass. Check materiology, normal check. Scan the item for experiment. Uh-oh, let's not fuck it up. Ooh, oh, ooh. An early room temperature superconductor battery. It uses superconductor coils to store energy, which gives high energy density than conventional reactant batteries. The invention of room temperature superconducting materials would set off an energy revolution on Originium, and the superconductor battery is a testament to their technological progress. But it seems our target may have a different idea for this technological breakthrough than the rest of the crew. He's an elf! They're elves! I didn't know this was a bunch of planet of elves! Nobody told me about the damn elves! Be the supposed infamous boy kisser? I look at these ears. I'm not a furry. I'm a wizard. Maybe one day, but not today. Don't summon another chair. Compiling live monitoring data, psychological activity captured, synchronizing. Li Qin let out a long sigh of relief. Unlike his colleagues, witnessing the team's work come to fruition made him feel not joy or excitement, but relief. The cost of living here is too high for him in the greatly economized Seminole state. Despite being one of the key members of the superconductor battery project, he was never part of the core circle because of his background. Back then, like many young students of Panto Coalition, he envied the prosperous life of the Utrecht Concordia. However, after Li Qin persevered academically and enrolled in the top school of the Utrecht Concordia, what greeted him was not the paradise he envisioned, but a turbulent society full of prejudice. Although he graduated with excellent grades, he was denied promotion and a pay raise by his employer because of statements Li Qin made in support of his country. Li Qin had no choice but to bite the bullet. After multiple transfers, he finally landed in the only room temperature superconductor laboratory of ENN. Through his professional competencies, but even here, he could not use all of his talent. More than once. Li Chin has secretly watched the international news in the staff dormitory and saw the flourishing of his motherland, the Panto Coalition. Longing for their fairer, friendlier, and more united motherland, he could barely hold back tears. With the land reclamation project at full thrust, the habitable area is expanding dramatically and at an unimaginable speed. He hears from his high school classmates that settling in a city back home is only 1/10 the cost of doing so in the Seminole State. Li Chin. Well, this is it. Finally finished. That means I can go back, right? While Li Chin is murmuring to himself, he did not notice 2 trained agents enter the site behind him and show his colleagues his picture. Oh fuck. God is about to descend into the room and bring equality upon these fucking primitive beings. He could be any one of us. He's a spy. Calculation easy. Analyze the 2 agents who entered the site. After some data crawling, we found the addresses, financial records, and online activities of these 2 agents. Combining these elements, it's easy to conclude that they are affiliated with the Yurtel military intelligence. Judging from their behavior, it's very likely that their mission is to seize someone. Another giveaway is the carefully concealed SMG inside each agent's uniform. Evidently, they are ready for the situation to escalate. Oh fuck. It's about to get dicey, lads. Li Chin, right? We're special agents from the YMI. The taller of the 2 agents takes the lead, addressing Li Chin and interrupting his contemplation. Yeah, that's me. How may I? Li Chin replies, seemingly still unaware of the situation. The taller agent impatiently interrupts Li Chin's question. You were summoned by the YMI. A file has been sent to your personal terminal. Read it on your way there. While the taller agent converses with Li Chin, the shorter agent goes silently behind him, covering the exit of the lab. Your mother? No, that would be your father. No! But our project's not over yet, and I still have a lot of work to do. Li Chin desperately tries to delay the inevitable. Please cooperate. Your superiors have confirmed that your involvement in this project is no longer needed. A well-trained agent does not reveal their emotions, but Li Chin can swear he senses a hint of smirk and cruelty in the agent's tone. Bunch of fucking elves. Damned elves. When he looks around for help, Li Chin realizes that his colleagues are all looking at him with strange looks on their faces. No, he knows that look, almost too well. They are gloating. Li Chin comes to his senses immediately. Is it because of my background? His stuttering exposes his anxiousness. He should have kept his mouth shut. That's right, the tall agent smiles, but it's more unnerving than reassuring. He suspects you are plotting to defect with classified technology. Act now and recover the VIP. Wait for a better opportunity. Let's wait. Wait, yeah. God can step in whenever he wants. God will simply wait. Then let's wait for a better opportunity. Oh, time to read. Li Chin has never considered that he might be targeted by the YMI. He endeavors to explain he could never violate regulations, but the 2 agents haven't the slightest intention to listen. Obviously, the 2 YMI agents have no evidence of his treason. They are simply in for the kill. Superconductor battery technology has extensive applications in military fields. Despite being at the research stage, the sovereignty of Utrecht Concordia would never allow a security risk to exist before it's completed. Li Chin. You cannot detain me based on mere speculation. My contact with the motherland is purely personal, and I have never leaked anything confidential. You have no proof. I will have my lawyers sue your ass. What a fucking nerd. What a fucking nerd. Surrounded by the agents, Li Chin has no choice but to follow them into a black van headed for a secret prison on the city outskirts. His obedience calms the agent's nerves, and the taller one smiles and answers his questions. You're right. We're only keeping you in detention for isolated investigation. Li Chin's face brightens at his words. That means you can't keep me for more than 48 hours, right? The van falls silent, but not for long, as the 2 agents burst into laughter. Nope, we're keeping you as long as we want. You're a foreigner. No one's gonna tell your embassy we took you, says the taller agent. What? What? Somebody kill this nerd, dude. As Li Chin makes a final attempt for his freedom, your shell is following the van over the highway outside the city. Master Amander, I believe this is our opportunity to extract the VIP. Since the AI personality responsible for scouting and combat is not finished yet, I will be providing battlefield intelligence support during this combat operation. Combat module unlocked, deploying, combat module docked, initiating operation. Target vehicle locked. Now we need to decide on a recovery plan, Master Almond. Based on the weapon configuration of the shell... Sorry. We have compiled 2 available options, Lancet and Galen. Please decide as soon as possible. Choose Lancet, I wish no harm on any innocents. Galen, these primitive beings are barely worth our attention. No, we'll go with Lancet. Recovery plan confirmed. Analyzing target building structure integrity, analysis complete. Initiating recovery plan, Lancet. Under your command begins its combat sequence. Oh yeah, time to rock. First, the paths of all moving objects in the target area are calculated. Meanwhile, a small missile with a built-in personal recovery system is launched from the shell, flies towards the vehicle. Oh, look at this fucking spider! Without the passengers noticing, a high-energy laser silently cuts loose all joints of the vehicle's roof. Oh, scary. Personal recovery system launched, target captured, recovery system returning, calibration complete, beginning recovery. Just hanging there. Joy. Alright, Folsom Joy, thanks for popping in. Hope you had a good time. I know, not exactly the most exciting stream, but I gotta work out all these kinks. From the optical sensors, you see the target, Li Chen, who is secured to a small device and approaching your shell at an incredible speed. I certainly hope he can still breathe. I have no idea what that says either. By cake, you mean? Yeah. No need to worry, Master Almond. A special protective suit is put on the passenger when they're captured. Target recovered. Our extraction operation is a success. Warning, unidentified object approaching. Warning, unidentified object approaching. Is that an aerospace fighter? Through multimodal sensors, you locate an aerospace fighter fast approaching your shell. According to the home station's scan detection capabilities, this fighter's radar should be unable to detect your shell under normal circumstances. However, if you continue your current ascent towards home station, the radar will pick up your heat signature. Dayspring advises Master Almond to keep a low profile and avoid attracting further attention from local faction. It had to be this way. Thank you for taking my advice. I will assist you in activating the multi-spectral camouflage of your shell. This will shield you from local radar, provided you maintain a low velocity. Multispectral camouflage activated, matching dynamic lightning data. Match complete. Are we not phrasing anymore? I don't know. This way, we need only wait a few weeks for things to cool down, and we can proceed with our plan. Until then, Dayspring will assume control of your shell on your behalf. Transport your VIP to a secure location while evading the Utrecht Concordian army. Oh right, if you have other arrangement, please don't worry about the shell. There are plenty available on home station. Great, I'll leave the rest to you. Thank you, Dayspring. Let's check the situation on the surface. As though it had been tipped off, the fighter immediately turns towards Li Chen's last known location. The vessel is an early microelectric air multi-purpose aerospace fighter equipped with stealth technology, an electronic system, and limited supersonic cruising capability. Damn! It is worth noting that the fighter is integrated with VTOL capabilities, allowing it to respond extremely quickly to enemy sightings. However, even with this state-of-the-art aerospace fighter, the pilot appears to be completely dumbfounded. Its radar has gone completely blank. What an idiot. We've left the hot zone. The VIP is being escorted. Please wait. A man-made spirit mirror. There's a man-made spirit mirror. Well, you gotta wait a while to get some resources back. Yeah, it's a month before you get resources back? Shoot. Oh, shoot. I don't want to blow my load so early. Bake in the morning, it's bedtime. See you, Salty. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you didn't get caught in the crossfire between the spell castings. Shine open. Gerben. Shine open. Storage. Oh, there we go. There's my economy. I was waiting for my economy to pop up. Commerce. I need 5 little points there. Do I invest in the headset? Ugh. More investment, higher returns. 400. Industrial upgrade. I do not have I don't have anything for this. Theoretical knowledge is accelerating the change of industrial modules. The time between the emergence of new technology and its large-scale application in factories is getting shorter and shorter. As an omnitor, you can choose either promote or suppress the process. Let's not worry about that. Yeah, we can't do that secondary objective just yet. Maybe we can. Well, yeah, you know what? Let's take a risk. Ah, 600 energy. That's no good. That's no good. Text-based adventure is not unwelcome. We're choosing our own adventure, but we just also happen to be playing with the lives of these tiny people. Archipelago planet. Oh, the planet is archipelago glow. There's a moon. The moon! There's a big crater right there, dang. Utrecht Concordia. Usatilia. Plains, but with a big crater, huh? Alright, last quest. In the Badlands. Last quest is in the Badlands. Alright, should we make another investment, though? Should I throw up a... Technology production? Neurological industry chain? Yeah, okay. Whew. Let's get these buildings finished and then I can do the other main quest. I know it's gonna have to balance out an economy. Finally hit 100 subscribers. How should we celebrate? Should I kill somebody? Should I kill somebody live on stream to celebrate? Small land? Four territories. Oh, there's my monthly output. Okay, I was wondering. 21 research points in Rundle. Dang, Rundle. Slow down. Slow down, Rundle. Me? Gotcha. Wanna be the grand sacrifice of it all? Cultural responsibility. Shut the hell up. What the hell are you talking about? Alright. Is that us or is that a satellite? That's just a satellite? Oh, that's the axial tilt. Okay. We're viewing the universe from the planet, so... Yeah, it's just... everything feels weird. It feels weird. Being heliocentric is, like, weird. So watching the universe spin around you, rather than, like, having, like, a greater frame of reference, like a star, is, like, interesting for, like, a space game. Not heliocentric, whatever it is. The old school way of doing things. Yeah, sounds fun. Gotcha. I also do not have a military. So I should probably at least make a little bit of a random distribution tactic. Random average border counter strategy. I don't know. How about 10? Does that sound good? You need like a... I cannot build synthetic transport base? Is that what we want? Tech level 2. Don't think we need it just yet, but... Successfully delivered Lee-Chin to a safe area and contacted the relevant people from the Panto Coalition. Now it's time to approach them and establish contact. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. Came back from a shower, Kai? Gotcha. Ooh, we've left the hot zone. The VIP is being escorted. Please wait. Somewhere off the western coast of Sylvania State. Boat sails to the untrodden cape. On board, there are several young men of Panto origin. From their stature, these men are clearly well-trained. They are likely Secret Service agents. Under the watchful eyes of the agents, your shell lowers Lee-Chin onto the stern of a boat as it approaches the shore. Thanks. After recent events, Lee-Chin has learned your identity and agenda. When I reach Panto, I'll inform them of your situation. I have no doubt the Coalition will accept your partnership. There's frankly not enough of us taking responsibility for Originium's destiny. Panto? Panto. Where's Panto? Oh, way over here. I see. An international aid organization composed of progressives is the recommended public identity for amenders based on the results of the supercomputing hub, given the current situation. Suspicions won't be a problem. Deleting and modifying a small amount of narrative memory of some local species is not hard, but expensive. Most Originium people involved will only remember that Lee-Chin's return was the result of the planning of another country, and the so-called International Aid Organization was just a reinforcement within Utrecht Concordia. As for Lee-Chin himself, although his memories have not been deleted or modified, your AI assistant has made some sophisticated altercations to him. The official announcement may take a while, and though your rescue methods were a little extreme, please trust me. You see the determination in Lee-Chin's eyes. I might be nobody, but I will do everything to get the best return for you. If my prediction is right, war is coming, and no one will be able to hide from it. But I believe my motherland has the strength to win the longest peace with the fewest losses. Just wait for the good news, Master Almander. It's good to see that Lee-Chin is grateful. Why does he talk like that? We did save him from prison, after all. This amendment may be unrewarding in the short term, but extremely valuable in the long run. Through our actions, Panto Coalition will gain a very talented researcher. This could drastically elevate our economic and military power, their economic and military power. On a deeper level, this amendment could massively alter the fate of all Originians. Only time will tell for now. We wait. As you command. The technical information collected through this operation has been converted into research points and added to the resource reserve of Home Station. Congratulations on successful completion of this amendment. Fortune and prosperity to the almonds. Love a good almond. Tasty. Whoa, it's a hot zone. We don't want to do the Badlands yet. It's too scary down there. It's too scary. We might not be able to do this one just yet, so... Oh, we've got a ton of fucking research points. Virtual casino. I don't have special building slot. But we can build... we need more micro E components to build a virtual casino. Cohesion. -1 cohesion. They don't like it. They don't like the virtual casino. What's the deal with the virtual casino? Oh, expensive. Cybernetic Ascension. Since the Synthetic Research Center was built in Rundle, scientific professionals from the Kalmar Association and talent from other regions in Ebri have been attracted here. In fact, the founder, Sherbert von Heinz, Sherbert von Ketchup himself, had no idea would have such an impact. Initially, he thought his influence in the industry might attract only a few colleagues from surrounding areas. The Synthetic Research Center has already developed far beyond his expectations, but life never runs smoothly. Once again, Sherbert faces an intractable problem. Alright. Oh, there's another one, actually. In the Panto Coalition. That's our boy, I think. Well, there's also one down in Taiga. Let me see. Let's take a look at the list. Quantum actuarial calculations. When civilizations near the end of their atomic age, optimizing the efficiency of information processing typically becomes one of the main methods of improvement for intelligent species. We develop from valves into large-scale integrated circuits, from prototype supercomputers to personal microcomputers, to the invention of polymer-based chips. The emergence of nanochips officially marks the end of the atomic era and the beginning of the microelectric era. To meet the subsequent requirements of the amendment, you can secretly progress research into quantum arcturial calculations and catalyze technological achievements, expediting the introduction of quantum computers, etc., etc. By the time their information processing relies completely on our computing frameworks, almond technology will be deeply rooted into the local civilization, resulting in considerable economic and labor benefits. Already sleepy? I'm just so exhausted from work recently. Sounds good. Put the plan in practice as soon as possible. I have too many research points to not be blowing that shit, so yeah. Push that shit forward. Let's see. Full throttle, general purpose AI, Heroes of the Badlands, and Cybernetic Ascension. Full throttle. Let's focus on the Sherbert Von Ketchup hotspot for now. And should I eat dinner? Cybernetic Ascension, Chapter 1. Alright, let's hear it. Master Almond. We received another meeting request from Sherbert. Says he has something to report. This is our back boy. Our exoskeleton back boy. What are we waiting for then, Dayspring? Bridge the remote control interface. I'll go have a look. Signal your frustrations. Ugh, must I do everything? I am gratified by your execution function, Master Almond. Operating in accordance with the protocol is quality expected of an eligible almond. Well, the thing about that is, your memories fail you. You realize that you don't have the first clue about this fucking protocol thing. The word is both familiar and unfamiliar to you, with a mysterious sense of dislocation that haunts your mind. Question mark. How do I read that? It's nothing. Thanks for the compliment. I'll be on my way. The night sky of Rundle is studded with brilliant stars. When you descend from orbit in your shell, young couples enjoying the night think it is a shooting star, some even making wishes. The shell drifts silently into the Synthetic Research Center, drawing no attention despite being a mysterious, geometrically shaped, science fiction-esque shuttle flying over crowds of people. Damn. Look at that. Under conventional circumstances, carbon-based life forms rely mainly on their brain activity for visual processing. Rewriting keyframes of the images in their brains through conscious frequency modulations makes them blind to the shell. Let's do a check. How come I just subconsciously switch on CFM? Conscious frequency modulation, you mull over the info about this technology. Although the home station lost a lot of data due to thread migration, CFM was one of the technologies that was retained. You feel a little uneasy when this comes to mind, as if something deep under your consciousness was trying to get out, but never does. What a pain in the ass. Must be the protocol and log something v something at work. For a moment, you feel your thinking process stop, but it recovers again soon afterwards. As you enter Sherbert's exclusive laboratory, you find another person in the room with him, waiting for you. It's his girlfriend. Oh, his wife, sorry. Elise Von Ketchup, Sherbert's wife. Now that she can walk with her brain-controlled exoskeleton, she is standing beside Sherbert, eyeing the shell with a lot of gratitude and curiosity. Greetings, Master Almond. Thank you for helping us last time. Sherbert and I will never forget your kindness. Elise bows slightly to you, but you can tell her curiosity outweighs her gratefulness. This advanced research center included even the most visionary of us could not have imagined. I don't mean to be pushy, but I mean, if you'd like to, you could answer a few of my queries. I would be so grateful. The female scientist, having only recently recovered from severe paralysis, has become somewhat incoherent through her pursuit of knowledge. You don't know how to answer, but fortunately, Sherbert picks up the conversation. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Sherbert, Elise, give us a moment. Master Almond, it's an honor to have you here with us, and please forgive my wife's celestic utterance, right? Celecistic utterance. I have two things to report. The first thing is that, with your support, we managed to save my beloved from disability. During rehab, Elise regained mobility at an impressive rate. He weighs his words. Actually, more than that. You see Sherbert nodding to Elise, who is still staring at the shell. She comes to her senses and turns towards the fitness test equipment. running, jumping, backflips, pull-ups, one-legged balance, and even heavy lifting. Through the neural telemetry of the brain-computer interface, using the exoskeleton has become second nature to Elise. Wow, really selling me on it. Sherbert, this is Elise's movement data we recorded just now. Please have a look. He walks up to you, then uses his holographic bracelet to display walls of data, seemingly unconcerned with your ability to comprehend. Nice, thanks. It's clear that Elise has fully adapted to the brain-controlled exoskeleton. All stats have surpassed those of the average human, especially in areas where neural telemetry excels, such as whole body movement and flexible turning. Her stats are even better than those of a person equipped with the standard exoskeleton. Well, that's great. So, you called me all the way down here just to show me my brain-controlled exoskeletons? Nice. Hit him with the what the fuck, motherfucker. You hold back your impatience and take a nanosecond to check the data provided by Sherbert, noting the errors he made. Once again, the cloud computing center, even the portable computing unit on Shell, has proved to be overkill when dealing with data modules of insignificant magnitude. But all of this is still beyond Sherbert, seeing you process the data instantly, making him freeze for a moment before giving a slight nod. Sherbert, incredible calculations as ever, Master Almond. Let's get right to the point. Let's get back to the point. The trial run of brain-controlled exoskeletons is almost complete, and through the cooperation of several volunteers and their families, we have advanced every aspect of this technology to a stage where it can be mass-produced. Oh, we're talking capital, baby! That yummy, yummy dough! Compared to exoskeletons currently on the market, powered or not, this product based on neurotelemetry technology is generations ahead of competing products. It would be world-changing, never mind its impact on the market. This leads me to the second thing in my report. We'd like to expand our automated factories in the Kalmar Union, in the Kalmar United, and officially enter the global civilian exoskeleton market. Since you took control of Ozaland, we have plenty of neural devices in supply, which would help with building exoskeleton factories. Sounds like you already have everything you need. Almost, except for one. It's just a tiny thing. Speak, human. Speak, elf. He looks reluctant and embarrassed, but eventually speaks out. Master Almond, I know you have given us plenty, and I should be ashamed to ask for more. But the situation requires your intervention as our plan has run into an obstacle. I believe it will be very beneficial to both our sides in the long run. You knew this guy was up to something. I'm listening, Sherbert. Hit me with it. Brain-controlled exoskeletons require the support of a complex industrial system, and our current industrial capability alone would make it difficult to meet global demand. Therefore, I humbly ask you to integrate our neighboring countries Avonia and Langlo Council into our sphere of influence, just like you integrated Kalmar United. Both countries are equipped to build large-scale exoskeleton assembly plants, and when we have enough exoskeletons in stock, we can invade the global civilian exoskeleton market. 3D official Roblox game is out. We'll call it Aor 3or. Okay, gotcha. Well, next week, yeah, be sure to let me know what it is. And then either by Sunday or sometime next week we can check it out. I'll consider your proposal. Then I'll be waiting to hear your answer, Master Almond. Thank you again for taking your valuable time to meet us. So he wants us to take over... who? Vonia and Langlo. Welcome back, Master Almond. Based on the conversation you just had with Sherbert, I have compiled relevant information on the target areas. Please take a look. Alright, so Vonia, I believe, is one of our neighbors, hopefully. I think this is Vonia, right there. Carbon-based mammals, population 2.02 million, multinational, corp-dominated, responsible government system. Yeah. Let's see, joint parliamentary system of multinational corporations and governments. So you're telling me this country right here, Mr. Vonia here, is a corporation. It was a corporation created by other larger corporations. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, Langlo. Here's Langlo. Okay. No. What? The quiet land of northern Ebri, the north of the Ebri continent. You're not talking about the Northland Consortium, are you? There are 3 countries with similar cultures and geographical environments. The Kalmar Association, Vonia, and the Langlo Council. Okay, here they are. Oh, this is the Langlo Council. Joint parliamentary system of multinational corporations and governments. Yeah, gross. Oh, but 3 million people live in two countries? Jeez. They were the first countries to join the movement of contracting out government functions to super companies, which is fucking crungo. Today, these 3 small countries are stuck in the bottleneck of development and can barely survive in the cold area. The benefits of the super companies can keep ordinary people warm and fed, but it's hard to go any further. The residents here can barely scrape a living because of the high living cost. The corporation government takes no action to solve the climate problem. As a result, the economy of the countries keeps deteriorating and people are seeking solace in an ice sport called Brino. You can play with 16 players. Gotcha. Nexus suggests we should continue our strategy of controlling Kalmar United by investing in government bonds to influence regional sovereignty, or by acquiring contracts for the district's defenses. Our first target is Vonia, at your discretion, of course. I'm thinking we make a investment. Thank you. Take over the regions of Vonia and Langlo. Vonia is a little more larger than Langlo. Vonian Mountains. Mountains sort us from the Northern Consortium. Vonia is just mountains? Vonia is mountains and hills. Dry land, come on. Power name, Vonia. A responsible business system. Military contractors, floating war index 700 to 900. Vonia Responsible Enterprise is waiting for your amendment. The country's economy is still in stagnation after its recent financial crisis. However, due to its good industrial heritage, the country's economy has shown signs of recovery after contracting out government functions to super companies. The country's comprehensive industrial capacity currently ranks first in the northern part of Ibri continent and could provide a solid foundation for the mass production of brain-controlled exoskeletons. This little country right here has the #1 industrial capacity of the entire continent, at least the northern part. Jesus. The military of Vonian Responsible Enterprise relies heavily on corporate mercenaries, with whom the military generally resigns employment contracts for about 10 years, depending on the soldier's wishes. 2,000 energy? Fuck, I'm in the red. I got the whole country though. Easy money. Alternatively, there's Langlo, but their military power is greater than Vonia's. Please consider your plans of action. I'm gonna take both. Originium Peace System. National Army Mercenaries. The nation of Langlo and its parliamentary states are waiting for amendment. As the most populous of the 3 countries in the northern part of the Iberian continent, the country of... Oh fuck, I thought a nuke just went off. I was like, what is this? What is this red light? Heavily invested in agriculture. They also have good electronics processing industry as well as biotechnology industry supported by a considerable number of educated people. If you are committed to building a large exoskeleton assembly plant, Langlo and its parliamentary states are a good choice. Relatively large national armies and several foreign mercenary regiments. 1,800 points? Yeah. I know. We're gonna have to... Just give me like a second. Let a little bit of time pass. Let me get my economy back up. Utrecht. Damn, dude. 4 of these little states, huh? 2 mountains. And they both have ports. That's wild. A city. Look at that. A junkyard of some sort. Never mind. Capitalisten. I cannot build a special building there. Rento. Langlo. Fester, Uncle Fester. Do I like flying roaches? I mean, who doesn't? That's sort of like a ooh, scary bug or whatever it is. But I think it's cool when they go flying around. Research, civic. What is this one? Military? Research, production, civic, cultural responsibility. Wow, 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 wow. Whoa, stellar flare. According to the prediction of the supercomputing hub, a strong flare will appear on a local star. It might have impact on the electromagnetic environment in the galaxy. You could utilize it, block it, ignore it. Assist production with flares. 20 of 0 nanomaterial. Block it to prevent any unknown impact. I don't have any resources. I can't really do anything. I can't really do anything. Ah, I'm out of energy. Fuck. Alright. Military time. Contract for the defense of the country. Declare war. Our war against Langlo has officially begun. They have superior forces, so we should be careful with the employment of our forces, Master Almander. I don't have any forces. Oh, I have 1,200. Just kidding. Switch to the rally interface. Here. You, Scott. Oh, there we go. Well, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Click the rally, but I can't. I can't. There we go. Whatever, 102, 1,020 people should be able to take on 4, 5, 6 people. This guy is out of energy. Can I say awa wa 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 awa 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 awa, something like that? However the anime girl says it. Buddy, they're invading my place. Oh, I see. They do have a superior fighting force. Something like that. Maybe they don't. Oh, they're fighting. I'm deploying my avatar. Dude. You seen this guy? Avatar deployed. Kind of hard to move around. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Gotta kill them all. Well, my economy is slowly coming to grips. Confirm. There we go. Jesus. It's so hard to click on stuff. Guidance. I don't have any energy, so. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. There we go. The Northland Consortium. Twelve, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Battle my armies. Gonna go to sleep. Thanks for being nice to listen to this evening. Thanks for popping in, fake human. Hope you had a good time. Boom. Oh, we're killing each other. It's a battle of epic proportions. I think we're winning. Not a whole lot of reading going on here. Very funny. One more? Nice. Nice. Got your capital. It's taking a while. They can't be too happy about this. Is it like destruction or anything? It doesn't look like it. It's pretty funny. Victory. Unconditionally surrendered to us. All 3 northern nations have surrendered. Now you can finally make plans, a global amendment project based on these regions. Very good. That's us. Now, can I disband you guys? Is there like a disband button? Yes, I want to dismiss you. I cannot dismiss you. Okay. Yep. Welcome to the field. There is no AO Oni if there is no AO and no Oni. That's true. Alright, we slowly bringing our economy back around. Both the Vonian Responsible Enterprise in the northern part of Ibri continent and Langlo and its parliamentary states have become controlled areas for the Amenders. The strategy to enter the civilian exosuit market can officially begin. Yeah, let's do it. Langlo. Please consider your plan of action carefully. Astonishing performance. Master Amender. Sherbert sent a message of congratulations and reported he has made contact with the technicians essential to the construction of the assembly plants. With your approval of resource requests, construction may begin. That being said, I must remind you, if we are to dominate the exoskeleton market, we must first have a significant supply of product in stock. The factories that produce brain-controlled exoskeletons require shipments of neural devices. That's how supply chains work. I have a small suggestion, if I may. You might want to set up a neural device protection site in the Vonpek district formerly belonging to Vonia. This would effectively relieve the pressure of your industrial expansion while laying the foundation for future exoskeleton production. Vonpek district. I'll think about it. It would mean a lot to me if my advice was taken. A testament to us as AI assistants. Oh, one more thing. She forgot something again. How cute. The dynamic market of civilian exoskeletons has been added to the business module, located at the right side of your operations interface. You can now browse it at your convenience. The Omender data log on home station suggests you already have experience in regulating the market on previous planets, so I will skip the lengthy tutorial. Please operate of your own volition. This concludes our current hotspot task. I have one last report for you. It's important. Confidence level, none. Fuck. There's currently only one intelligent species on Originium, and by convention we call them Originians. Originians originated in the tropical rainforest on the equator of the planet and later moved to the plains, mountains, and islands. Compared to the standard model of carbon-based creatures, Originians have better hearing and weaker vision. They are more tolerant to heat than to cold, which may be related to the fact that the continents were once near the equator. It is interesting that early competition for survival in the rainforests led to several features of Originians, such as dark sclera, high sensitivity to light, wild visual range but low visual distance, and tough and dark skin. We even found sonar-like organs degenerated in a few people. When they came to the vast plains, islands, and mountains, Originians soon mastered the farming and breeding techniques which lit the fire of civilization. It seems that the flourishing of the Synthesis Institute has given us plenty of material for analysis. The more we learn about the native civilization, the better chance we have of finding the right path for amendment. I'm looking forward to your future performance, fortune, and prosperity. To the Amenders. To the Almonds. That's a lot of lore. We're conquering elves. I'm ready for a reptile species, though, myself. Cybernetic Ascension mission complete. Still on chapter 1. It's hot, hot, hot. Utrecht Concordia. Utrecht Concordia. What is it? Oh, I forgot what region he wanted me to build something in. Not Akos. Maybe, I think it was Vonpek. And he wanted a... I don't remember what he said. Contact. Who? Fuck. Exoskeleton assembly? Artificial sun? Jesus. Exoskeleton. I think it was the exoskeleton assembly. in Von Peck. How much does it cost? My economy is in ruins. It's only 200 energy. What will that give me? That'll give me 1 exoskeleton purchase. There's also civilian exoskeletons is in e-commerce as well. Slowly bringing it around. Bring it around town. Vester is a jungle? Dang. Look at you, look at you. Oh yeah, what do these ones mean? Domination. Cultural responsibility and business zone. Well, what about this one then? Not the military. Not quite what I'm looking for. Military application. A military base. I see. Alright. Looks good. Now we just have to wait, I guess. Taking their time with the resources. Oh, I need to get a drink. Well, while this loads, I guess I'll get a drink. Yeah. Be right back. I guess maybe I will make dinner at some point, but I'm not really sure what I should eat. Breakfast quesadilla. I still have a little bit of bacon left in there I gotta make. Some eggs. Some cheese. Mmm. Technically the entire game is a main menu? Yeah. That seems to be the idea. General purpose AI, full throttle, and hero. We still can't do Heroes of the Badlands because, I don't trust, my military form just yet. The Pants Coalition. Mountains, right smack in the middle of the continent. There's a mountain chain. Doesn't look like it. I don't know how you know. This is where we are. There's mountains there. I guess we own a little bit of that. There's no mountains there, though. Well, whatever. He's got a whole portal on its forehead. Oh. Dayspring? Or me? Commerce. Insufficient resources for a market upgrade. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I gotta get this to 200. Oh, no I don't. Yes, I did. You can just go into the negative when you have a little bit of positive. That's very funny. Well, I guess I can, like, automate build stuff that doesn't require... And does all of this requires energy? I see. Is there anything that doesn't require energy? No? Jesus. Alright. I guess we'll have to go and select the next mission then, to pass the time. What's a good one? What's a good one? Here's the Badlands. Still a little more difficult than I want it to be. What about you? Full throttle. Well, yeah, we can finish the Legion line. Who had just returned home was in a lot of trouble. Perhaps because he went a little too far with the final rescue operation, or because Scene, Utrecht Concordia's intelligence department, saw him as a potential threat. They subjected him to months of tracking and finally detention. The supercomputing hub estimates this could have huge ramifications on the future and recommends you handle it personally. I'll try. I will try. Full throttle. Chapter 1. Still in Chapter 1, by the way. Dayspring. Oh yeah, she does have a big-ass portal in her forehead. Apologies. Please forgive my intrusion, but Nexus asked me to report this to you directly. Nexus asked you? That's not very computery, is it? Nexus demands? A computer? Oh, I see. It's an archaic name for the modern computing framework. I didn't realize you were acquainted with the history of the Almond Project. Perhaps I should have assumed so. You are the Master Almond, of course. How high is my sleep schedule? So at the current moment, it is 7:40 p.m. on the Pacific Northwest. Usually on a day off, I'll get to sleep around 1 or 2 o'clock. If I have work tomorrow, I usually go to sleep at maybe 12:30 or something like that, depending. But yeah, I tend to push it a little further back than I should. You're playing Pillar Chase 2? Well, that's a good one. Didn't realize you were acquainted with the history of the Almond Project. Perhaps I should have assumed so. You are the Master Almond, after all. There appears to be some kind of fracture in your memory data. Perhaps it's a side effect of the thread migration. Allow me to explain. Oh god, here we go. Before the Almond Project, the great founders of the Grand Task already had FTL computers, so now we call them computing frameworks. Especially large ones are known as the Nexus. And here at our home station, at its core, is the most efficient, intelligent, and reliable Nexus. The core module of the home station is in fact built using several calculation modules. Forged by the founders, Nexus is a collection of the intelligence of the most powerful civilizations in the universe. While all Nexuses are connected to a grand network, the Omni was also authorized to iterate its own algorithms. Of course, Nexus could only act under the protocol, which is the fundamental rule of the Omni's core algorithm, no exception. The founders, who formed the present-day UCF, expected Nexus to become the think tank and companion of all almonds. In fact, I am part of the Nexus, and one of the best personality modules at that. Dayspring sends you a cluster of messages containing cute and friendly sentiments. Sensing that you aren't going to reply, Dayspring's signal light flickers before murmuring something you cannot make sense of. In Almond's every action is recorded in a dedicated log, which is periodically synchronized with the UCF mainframe for the Almond Project. This is explicitly stated in the protocol. I hope that the thread migration has not damaged this info. I see. Prepare the shell. We must resolve the hotspot post-haste. Right on. Sorry, Dayspring. Command received. Executing. In an abandoned factory, Li Chin is being guarded by several heavily armed agents. His wrists and neck are cuffed by ring-shaped devices. Okay, but those look rectangle. You people took all the trouble of kidnapping me, but no one has asked me any questions yet. I've told you again and again, I'm just an ordinary guy. My job has nothing to do with the project I was involved in Concordia. Calling it treason is absurd. The worst crime you can accuse me of is illegal departure. That's right, that's the only thing I'm guilty of. Fucking shoot this nerd in the head, man. The former senior engineer and researcher of ENN Energy had only returned to his homeland for a few months and had otherwise been working in his designated apartment the whole time. When he finally got a vacation away from the backwater research facility, he went on a date with an old acquaintance to a VR theater, which was when the guys stormed in and abducted him. Say something, will you? You guys haven't made a peep since you kidnapped me. What the hell do you want? Annoyed by Li Chin's rambling, a tall agent, apparently the captain of the group, strides towards him. The man seems to be wearing a regular suit, but it bulges at the shoulders and elbows. Loose-fitting. The edge of the bulletproof plate protrudes from the side of his chest. None of this is noticeable from afar. The agents who abducted Li Chin have clearly been equipped with covert ops skeletons. Oh, that's from us. The captain approaches Li Chin without saying a word. Slowly, he pulls out his tactical terminal and shows the faces of a middle-aged couple on its holoscreen. Li Chin's face goes pale when he sees the two faces. This has nothing to do with my parents. I've just returned, come on. No way the higher-ups trust me right away. I spent years at ENN Energy before my talent was finally recognized, and only then was I transferred to the research department of the superconductor battery. Not to mention I only did tech support there. I wasn't involved in the critical matter at all. Bro. The engineer is trying to reason with them, but his research skills outweigh his diplomatic charm. His begging falls on deaf ears. The agents are well-trained and highly experienced. They've been through with this 1,000 times and know exactly what Li Chin is thinking. After watching Li Chin's pathetic performance with a cruel smile, the captain wordlessly turns to his second holoscreen, a smart bomb, carried by a remote-controlled drone capable of surgically eliminating unarmored targets in a small area. Now the targets it locks on is none other than Li Chin's parents. The elderly Originian couple who are cooking lunch are not in the least aware that an evil spirit is already staring at their lives and using them as blackmail in an attempt to get their son to betray their homeland. No, no way. Oh my god, no way. The captain's lips stretched into a satisfied smile. He gently pats Li Chin's shoulder and speaks for the first time. Cooperate and all will be fine. Just tell us why they brought you back and about your current mission. Then I can send you back to Concordia where you'll land a position worthy of your talents. The captain's voice is surprisingly charming. Like one of those old-school radio hosts, speaking in a subdued, amiable manner. None of the agents expect what happens next. The scrawny researcher lunges forward, gripping the captain's throat with his bound hands. Of course, an exoskeleton-clad, battle-hardened agent would not be taken down so easily by an untrained civilian, but just as the captain is about to shake him off, he sees the red light of a restrainer on Li Chin's wrists and neck, flashing rapidly. Didn't expect that, did you? I've taken an anti-sedative serum, so your drugs aren't as effective as you might have thought. Li Chin has dropped his act and keeps his composure in the face of the agents surrounding him at gunpoint. Scene, task force performance has been dropping hard, I see. You knew I was an ENN technician, yet didn't think to check the manufacture of your restraints? I don't blame you, though. Your country's industry has gone to shit. Workers aren't getting paid enough for their labor, and still you trust their work with your lives? My voice is fucking up. This piece of shit, he tilts his head at the restrainers, has a seam at the edge. All I had to do was squeeze the seam for as long as you thought I was unconscious to cause the motion sensor in the restrainer to malfunction. Now, if I swing it hard enough, I'll trigger the built-in explosive. My shackles have become the most powerful weapon in the room. How about that? You switched the poisons. Now, he looks around grimly. You know how powerful this thing is, but aren't you dying to know what I've been doing lately? I can tell you now. Special training. Preparing for you rascals. You didn't even tie my hands behind my back. Now your arrogance bites you on your ass. If you don't want to go boom with me here, command the damn drone to self-destruct. Then we'll talk about what's next. Don't test me, or you will regret it. Dude. This sudden change of course has the agent shaken. At the captain's command, they detonate the attack drone. However, the captain isn't about to let the entire mission fail so easily. Feeling his arms losing strength by the second, Li Chin can barely retain his grip on the agent's throat. His training was basic, but he still has no match for these agents physically. The situation escalates when another agent reactivates his EMP gun out at Li Chin's sight. Ooh. Now should be a moment to act, Master Almond. Come on, I was enjoying the show! No rush, I want to know how long he can last. I was testing him to see if he's worth our attention. No rush. I want to know how long he can last. Then I shall wait for your command, Master Almond. The air inside the abandoned facility remains tense as the sunlight dims and time passes ever so slowly. Li Chin tries to negotiate some more, but to no avail. Looking at his increasingly untenable position, the agent in the shadows who begins to power his EMP gun, you know you can't wait any longer. Dayspring, prepare the tactical assault. Dayspring, prepare the tactical assault, nut crushers. Affirmative. Dayspring, twist their testicles. Sending tactical assault drones. Shadow Cascade. All hostile targets locked. Awaiting strike tactics. Master Almond, this is sensitive matter which involves two major factions on the planet. You have to authorize the operation tactic. I've drawn up 3 plans, standard, peaceful, and enforcement. The standard plan minimizes hostile casualties while we extract the VIP. The peaceful plan ensures no casualties while we extract the VIP. Dayspring adds to this that this plan is difficult to execute and could lead to unwanted risk. Finally, the enforced plan. This one's simple. We go all out and extract the VIP, ignoring casualties. In short, there are pros and cons to each of the 3 options. Please consider before making a decision. Peaceful plan is we can't risk further radicalization of the local species, at least not now. We can, maybe we play it safe. Let's play it safe. Don't want to fuck up our first run. The strike drone Shadow Cascade is disc-shaped and with a silver surface. It is in constant state of auto-rotation, and upon closer inspection, one can see that its simple appearance is actually made up of hundreds of cascading structures. The drone silently sneaks into the abandoned factory under the cover of a multispectral camo. Just long enough to type this and immediately leave. Why? Don't know. Hi and bye. See you, Folsom. Thanks for popping in again. The drone silently sneaks. Yeah. Strike drone, shadow cascade is infiltrated, executing combat plan, biosignals calibrated, VIP marked, NRF system activated. In your operation interface, you see the drone hovering above Lee Chin, deploying several NRF laser emitters from its fuselage. Despite being equipped with visual enhancement gear like infrared and thermal goggles, the scene agents are still blind to the drone under multispectral camo. The infiltration is silent and invisible. So is the attack. The NRF lasers are undetectable by conventional biological vision, and all the agents are immediately knocked unconscious. The armaments isn't guaranteed to be non-lethal. Oh shit! The unenhanced bodies of these carbon-based life forms are very fragile. A minor power fluctuation in the NRF laser could have scorched them. Nevertheless, our mission was completely flawless. The drones intelligently deactivates the restrainer on Lee Chin. When the red light disappears, the researcher who almost died along with the enemy can hardly stand and falls to his knees. But he doesn't care about himself, he just stares at the drone, which uncloaks itself from invisibility. This structure and that posture correction. What a genuine design. Don't tell me they threw me into some sort of VR. No, this is too real to be virtual reality. The engineer who had been trying to remain composed when confronting the scene agents now fixed his eyes on the shadow cascade like a lunatic. Only after you confirm the threats are clear and pull the drone back to your shell does he seem to find his wits again. Electric propulsion? That's right! Electric propulsion should be the path I pursue, powered by high-energy power unit or super battery. We can create a new energy system from spacecraft to handheld devices, yes! Just like that mysterious drone, unified power system. Magnetic fields. So where do we carry out this experiment? I need someplace big. Battleship, fuck. That's right, a battleship. If our battleships were equipped with electric propulsion, then had railguns or lasers. Astonishing performance. I think we should leave them alone. Yeah, take the helm and navigate the shell back home. We're done here. I have a feeling, Dayspring, that this planet is about to see a revolution caused by an accident. We're done here. Oh, 800 research. I was thinking more along the energy lines, but... Hilarious. See a revolution. We are about to see a revolution. A revolution of preposterous standards. You're not even done yet. Jesus. Let's finish this then. Oh, I got a space station module. A space station module, you say? A 4,000. Power storage, that increases storage capacity. Oh, but this... Ooh, 50 monthly output is so sweet. It's so sweet. So Salamanca. Calculation +2, calculation +3. A lot of calculation inputs, huh? What's my calculation level? My calculation activity is 2. Chapter limit is 5. Not sure how much we actually need to calculate. Oh, that's a primary quest. The main content of this briefing is a video clip. The video demonstrates the modification experiments of the Panta Coalition's new warships, which include nuclear power drones, laser cannons, and electromagnetic kinetic weapons. It's believed that they can set a new benchmark for military ships in the Originium era. The scientific research of this local civilization has had a favorable impact on our own technological recovery. The change has begun. Alright, I built my exoskeleton assembly. Which gives me 1 exoskeleton. 1, open bracket, 1 exoskeleton. I was gonna say, can I build the micro E-components production facility? What do I need for it? Time. Time is of substance. What is... How do they describe it? It refers specifically to playtime, story time, in-game world time. Can only run fast, slow, or normal. Cannot be reversed. Very funny. Yeah, give me a... We definitely want at least one of these everywhere. Freddy Five Night? That's what I'm saying. Small land. Synthetic Research Center. What do you do? Just have energy output, transport, neurological industry chain. Got the exoskeleton assembly going now. Okay. Looking good, looking good. We need like one more. That's like special resource, but you can't see special resource. Just drag over it, which is like annoying. Who owns these islands? You do? Utrecht does? What about these ones? Nobody? Gagny. What a name, man. Fucking Gagny. Gagny's nuts. Northland Consortium. I can't, yeah, Arctic. I can't imagine much is going on up here, huh? Very funny. Let's see. Should I invest into more structures? Production planning. Regional offices. Oh wait, you can upgrade, can't you? Yeah, you can upgrade. No. That cost anything? Did that replace or did... I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Welcome back, Wizard Time. Want to play COD? Maybe next week? Graham, does Graham want to play COD? Too lazy. Want to join me for COD if I've got it? Which COD? We can do it. I mean, that's a good suggestion. EDP? Sorry I wasn't answering Wizard Time. I was busy staring at my screen. Alright, let's move on to the next one. What time is it? 8 o'clock already, damn. General Purpose AI, which I think is down here. Sima Daniel is a cyberspace writer from Taiga, the first-class citizenship in the historic United Kingdom. Sima lives a decent and regular life. She spends a lot of time on SNS. Recently, anti-AI movements are becoming increasingly intense. As a writer in the field, Sima notices there is something unusual about the online atmosphere surrounding the issues. She intuitively feels that a monstrous shift in public opinion is on the horizon, but for now, things appear relatively normal. A special amendment, let's see what's going on. Don't really understand the point of this hotspot. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look. A side story, General Purpose AI. Here in Taiga. Hello, Almander. Oh, what a cutie. Who are you? I'm your AI assistant, Master Almond. Why can't I see your identification, assistant? Oh, you can't see it? You get the sense she is surprised. Has the thread been interfered with by anomalies? Oh, it seems that I've gotten back into times upstream. What are you talking about? Answer my question, assistant. It's nothing, Master. It's just interference of irrelevant information. I trust her. Since the protocol won't grant you access, it obviously wants you to focus on the mission itself. You notice there's a glimmer of a smile on her image. Let's hurry up and start the amendment. Together. The AI assistant is completely different from Dayspring. After preparing the real-time images and supporting information, she doesn't say anything. Instead, she signals for you to pay attention with the information she's showing with a smile. In the real-time image, a well-groomed Originian female is lying comfortably in an immersive cabin. The ergonomic cabin has a built-in massage system, which is perfect for people who spend long hours working in the immersive networks. What do I think about Phantom Pain? Do you mean the Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about Metal Gear Solid. Her name is Sima Sanyal, a cyberspace novelist from Taiga United Kingdom. She is known for her grounded fiction and gripping stories. As a writer devoted to addressing social issues, Sima is looking for inspiration in the overwhelming information flow. The truth, AI, is taking our jobs. People on strike for a minimum number of mammal employees and bans on unmanned factories. Crime rate reaches lowest in history because of AI law enforcers. Tech stocks hit new record highs today. Experts predict general-purpose AI will completely change the future of Originium. Hello, Kai. Welcome. Welcome back. You notice that after reposting these news articles to her social media account, she switches the immersive cabin to writing mode and starts a new chapter with excitement. Later, Sima Sanyal is drawn unknowingly into the forefront of public opinion. Pain, as a fact, just pain in general? It's definitely a human experience, I'll give you that. Good? Bad? I don't know. Let the robots handle that one. Perhaps it is due to her fans' interest in relevant groups. Sima's scathing criticism of unmanned factories in her repost, or of course, that's God's plan. But Sima's comments have drawn an incredible amount of attention. While the entire planet awaits further comments on current events from the writer, she is so absorbed in her work she knows nothing about it. General-purpose AI can think like an intelligent creature and take on multiple tasks. It symbolizes the second stage of artificial intelligence. Another bunch of people who think they can control the future. Poor things. Miracles come with disasters. We've seen it so often throughout the universe. Ignorance emerging from greed. You notice her closing her eyes thoughtfully. I think I know why I woke up at this point of the thread. Master, please give the order to support Sima Sanyal. Support her actions immediately. Thinking code nightmare. Are assistants allowed to offer subjective suggestions like this? Failed. Of course, my program does not use the standard personality template, Master. When you find it hard to make a choice, I can make it easier for you. Discernment and speculation are my forte, like the white night where light and darkness coexist. If you find yourself in a dilemma, please allow me to make a judgment for you. She opens her eyes and looks at you, as if she has much to tell you, but can't. See? All the information on Miss Sima has been collected. She was born into a first-class family with a history of internet publishing and media dating back 3 generations. She's understood how to gain the attention of certain groups by meeting their special needs since she was young. If nothing else, she should cater to her fans and reinforce the danger of general-purpose AI, or even write a post-apocalyptic story where Originium is taken over by AI. It appears likely that Miss Sima will become a spiritual leader of sorts. The protesters might have lost their jobs, but they still have a right to vote. Those in power who are desperate for prestige won't let this opportunity pass them by. Eventually, under the influence of Sima's works, research and development of general-purpose AI will stagnate. Perhaps this will lead to the establishment of a global organization focused on the ethics of scientific research. At an end, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the civilization is heading in a more stable and controllable direction, which is in line with your amendment goals. What if things don't go as expected? Not to worry. Expanding Miss Sima's circle of influence won't cost us anything. It brings us nothing but benefits. In that case, let's do nothing but benefits. I don't think so. I like her, don't get me wrong. She's such a cutie. But, not anti-AI, not on this run. Looks like you don't agree with me. Could you please clarify your opinions? No problem, but I have some ideas about the evolution of civilization. Failed strange worlds. Oh, I don't get that one. As you consider your response, which never provides any logical information, sends you a complete sentence for first time. You better listen into your paramind, as the Omni is also a part of you. As an amender, I have my own concerns. What a shame. It's already at this point of the thread. already animus at this point of the thread. I thought you wouldn't be able to ignore the dangers of general-purpose AI. Civilizations overthrown by their own creations don't just exist in video games. I think you've probably seen one before. Please reconsider my proposal, Master. It will determine the fate of Originium. Unconvinced. Let's go with the original proposal. I'm sorry. Given the choice between stagnation and uncertainty, I'll always go with the latter. Well, in the end, it is the almond's decision. I respect your choice. But I won't change my mind. She sounds reluctant, but she doesn't seem to care. May I stay with you till the end of the show? I'm not a fan of unpredictable endings, but I guess that's the case for most civilizations in the universe. The waves didn't make any difference. Originium's trend of intelligent revolution has been unstoppable. With your intentional and unintentional assistance, the worldwide movements are finally quelled by newly introduced regulations into AI research. What kind of future will general-purpose AI bring to Originium? It's a question that no one can answer for now, but the solution seems to be hidden deep inside the 10 billion who call it home. Oh, that's a lot of resource. Cohesion, constituents, the evolutionary algorithm, prosthesines. Interesting. Complete general-purpose AI. Very good. Let me see. Can I do this one? I can't tick this over yet. How many do I have? 4. One more. Jesus. So I've played this before? I have not played this before. I've never played this before. Did I do something that was supposed to be played before? That made it look like I had done this at some point in time? Something like that? I need... Yes, there we go. Okay. Whew, completed that. Jesus. Alright. I want to get a little bit more... a little bit more energy before we step off into the unknown. Just a guess? No. You committed a war crime, Folsom? Well, we do the best we can, can't we? You know? Some of us, you gotta do the best you can. Sometimes a war crime is just in the back pocket. Alright, how's the planet looking? Still green? Still green in some areas? Space crack. Hello, Waffles. Space crack. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, one more primary quest. The heroes. The heroes of the Badland. Alright, I read this at the beginning of the stream. It's a dangerous task and not recommended for your First Amendment mission. Well, it's my last, so. Originium Chapter 1, Heroes of the Badlands. I'm thinking about doing a sponsored stream for cocaine. Master Amender, your shell will be dropped into a hotspot area. You may make contact with local life through it. Compiling life monitoring data, psychological activity captured, synchronizing. What the hell is going on here? Is that me? It looked like a sperm. Battle's going our way. We've breached the rebels' line of defense. When we got the reply from the ground troops, Simon Zudier was gaining altitude with his neural sensor-controlled fighter. That's not me. Surveying the devastating battlefield below, he felt a sorrowful pang in his heart. Excuse me. He was just here. He just asked you if you wanted to play Call of Duty. The Carcanel Archipelago, one of the most chaotic areas on the entire planet, is in a constant state of war and famine. This is Simon's homeland. Coming from Methalador, he felt this more than anyone else. With the disruption of foreign economic aid, the country was unable to maintain its fragile government and collapsed faster than anyone could have imagined. Simon is one of the lucky few. Due to a special trait, a mysterious genetic sequence, he was selected by a PMC to be a tester for their new armaments. Today, piloting a fighter called WW2, Simon is helping the International Peacekeeping Force to clean up the rebels in his homeland. In the near planet orbiting above Simon, you are monitoring his every move through the shell. Astronautics. Analyze the combat vehicle he's in. Failed. A supersonic cruise capable of intra-atmosphere aircraft equipped with broad-spectrum omnidirectional stealth technology and advanced by native standards avionics. Nothing to note really, it's an early microelectric era aircraft. Feeling something's off, you scan the aircraft a few more times, and voila! The fighter's control system is linked to the pilot's brain-computer interface in a simple, primitive way. Wetware weaponry. One word appears in your construct. A weapon that connects a living organism to a machine. The biotechnology of this world seems to be a bit more advanced than you thought. Simon's making a return voyage in the WW2 as usual. Neither he nor his fighter notice that a powerful presence is watching their every move. Master Almond, Dayspring thinks we should complete the proxy agreement with Simon before he returns to his base. You can either hack into his data network and talk to him, or you can send the information about the proxy agreement straight into his brain. After he understands our terms, he can make a decision. The method of contact is up to you. Oh, I almost forgot. Confidentiality is not a concern here. If Simon denies our proposal, no data on this matter will be retained in his memory. Whether his brain is biological or electronic doesn't matter. Even the consciousness backup would be wiped. Hack into his fighter and talk to him directly, send the information about the proxy agreement straight into his brain. Let's send it straight into his brain. You can see that the ECM on WW2 has been carefully designed, and breaching its defenses would be a feat of few on this planet are capable of. However, the intruder, in this case, is on a completely different level. Without lifting a finger, you hack into the WW2's data chain through the shell. Simon, who is lamenting the cruelty of war as usual, suddenly feels a pricking in his brain. The pain feels similar in the months after the implementation of his brain-machine interface. It has become this kind of pain that he had to take special painkillers to sleep in peace. Just when Simon thinks it's a relapse, a flood of information pours into his brain. Instantly, the alarm of the neuroconnection system goes off and the red light in his cockpit flashes. Target brain intrusion successful. Data injection complete. The AI of the WW2 thinks that Simon is unconscious and is about to take over control of the fighter, when Simon suddenly wakes up and deletes all the alerts. Simon takes a deep breath when he makes sure the fighter is flying smoothly. He starts to talk to himself. So, you intend to help me become a hero of this country? No, not just this country. You will become the hero of the entire Carcanel archipelago, Simon. Why me? You became a candidate through an algorithm, and I personally chose you. Fine, I can live with that. I learned during my training in Concordia. You high-end technology-loving corporates are particularly fond of letting algorithms and data run things for you. Algorithm assistance is the future. One day, even human input may no longer be needed. Algorithms are just tools, and people are the real decision-makers, of course. Well, I guess that means it saw something in me. I appreciate that. I sense you are unsure of my promise. Of course! I'm supposed to just trust every voice that appears in my head, even if you invaded my... Wait, what are these? Simon is startled by the data that gets into his brain. Data injection complete. A large amount of data is injected into Simon's mind, including the coordinates of the rebels' secret base and a real-time dynamic map of their anti-aircraft firepower. Unbelievable. You're serious. Indeed. Indeed, I am. With these, I can bomb the shit out of their HQ, and then he becomes a little excited. Become the hero of Metheldor. No, the entire Carcanel archipelago. The battlefield is engulfed in flames and smoke fills the sky. Your conversation ends as Simon's fighter soars over the enemy and completely destroys the targets with thermal bombs. An agreement has been reached, and you return to the home station with a satisfied nod. Congratulations, Master Almond. Your wisdom never ceases to amaze me. Please leave the follow-up to Simon to me. Dayspring will ensure that he becomes the hero you expect him to be. In the meantime, Dayspring must apply some computing power to Simon's campaign. If things go well, the initial step of this amendment mission is expected to be completed in 1 month's time, and the entire Metheldor will be under your command. Here's Metheldor. Metheldor. 1 month's time, I gotta wait a month? That's no sweat for a guy like me. Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Space crack? It's blue. Or green. What color would space crack be? Master Almond, I have some bad news. Simon has completely crushed the resistance force in Metheldor. The prestige and support he gained in this war should be enough to make him the head of a new government. However, When Simon declared his intention to reorganize the provisional government, some of the Methyldor military force troops who were originally involved in the suppression of the rebels chose to oppose Simon, which triggered another civil war. Because of this turn of events, Simon is asking for our assistance. Master Almond. This might be your first war between nations, but don't worry. Assemble and move your troops when the war index is higher than the defense of the enemy's region. It's time for occupation. If you want to see details, if you want to see detailed numbers of the defense, just hover over the cursor of the region. I've sorted out another detail of the war and put them in the hotspot. Please click on the new hotspots on Egert to check them out. This is Egert. Has a 240 attack power. Excerpt from the debriefing by Agent Simon. After I became regarded as a hero in the peacekeeping war, many of the top generals in the former government army were unhappy with my growing prestige among the population. I tried to negotiate with them, but I'm sorry to say, all my efforts failed. The root of the failure was my immaturity in human relations. After several unpleasant communications, I realized that the generals were not involved in the peacekeeping war to pursue a happy future for the people of Methyldor. I therefore lost all my respect for them and presented them with a declaration of war. I am aware that this behavior may seem naive, but I believe that our interests and expectations should be aligned. Your loyal agent, Simon, is looking forward to your assistance. Your Excellency, the Honorable Almond. Simon and his enemy are currently engaged in conflict, but he does not have the military advantage in strength. If you're willing to send your troops to lend support, Simon has indicated that his army will follow your orders to the letter. Sure. War were declared. I'm sure it's nothing my big boy here can't handle. Infinite. War were declared. Rally the cause. Taking a while to summon, huh? Originium. Military tactics. Static defense. Active defense. Garrison patrol, active defense, I'd say. Army, 236 substrate. Watch this. Moving in. Reduce the size of an enemy military force by 12%. What the hell? What in tarnation? Methyldor, you say? Travel, lads. Travel across the stars. Eggert. Like egg. Egg. Yeah, something like that. Alright. Let me get a drink. I don't know how they do it. Talking non-stop is crazy. My stomach still hurts. I gotta do something about that. Thinking bonus. My guy's got the thinking bonus. Dude. Scrumpy. That's the demo, man. Alright, let me see. Would you allow your land to be developed if a species of mouse would go extinct? Well, would you? I'd say... No. I would foster the mice. Grow the mice as if they were my own. That's a victory. Methyldor is ours. Congratulations! The entire territory of Methyldor is now under your control. Master Almond. I'm sorry that I'm not yet familiar with this word, but don't doubt my gratitude to you. On behalf of the people of Methyldor, please accept my tribute. And if it isn't too much to ask, I hope you can keep an eye on us. I believe that a prosperous and peaceful Methyldor is what we both want. Certainly, not just Methlador. A new era of order will come to the entire Carcanel archipelago. That's right. The entire Carcanel archipelago will soon enjoy a new order, but you must not forget where it came from. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that day. More than willing to dedicate my life to that goal. Fucking Simone. Fucking Simone. Fucking me in the ass, Simone. Don't even know what to do with all the slots over here, but can make some larger investments. We can start investing again. Well, maybe not. Maybe we see rice technology. Ooh. In many carbon-based civilizations, protein, vitamins, dietary fiber, fat, and starch are called nutrients. The crops that produce these nutrients are generally called food. Food comes from agriculture, which supports populations. Populations breed civilizations. The Originium civilization has abundant natural resources but lacks effective arable land. To address this, an agricultural expert has put forward the idea of using the vast coastline for farming on the sea. In the face of constant questions, criticism, and ridicule, this expert continues to press forward in improving the validity of his sea rice project. Ocean farming has always been his dream. To make it happen, all he needs is some technical and a little bit of financial support. Providing limited support won't hurt. I'll do my best to support those heroes fighting against starvation. 300 research and 500 energy. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. 2 hot missions. Warping 101 and the Oasis of Peace. Uyasaka. That's Warping 101, I think. The funny green plant weed. I don't smoke. I don't really care if other people smoke. I've had no problem with it. It's whatever to me. So have you been upgraded then? Should I just upgrade you again? Narrow, narrow, narrow. Ow. High energy cluster. Intelligentized metropolis. Is it better to build new buildings or upgraded buildings? I don't know. Maybe it's better to just straight invest into e-commerce? Eating.sfx, like Minecraft eating.sfx, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't have like any special extra buildings, so 3 energy, 2 research points, and 2 population. Yeah, I don't know. Cultural response. Ambition of civilization. Dang. What do you output? Cohesion. Something like that. There we go. Continental capital. Okay, so at the current moment it's 25, 35, 45, but then it goes to 70, 100. That doesn't seem too bad. That's not done. That's taking a while to get done. Some of those are taking a little while to get done, I'd say. Bluntspinning.jpg.gif. That's a good one. I don't know. I guess increase the army size to 50? Rally size, army size. What's the difference? Oh, ooh. Quantitative unit of military power and civilization, including various forms of battle groups. I get it. So if you have 1 army, that makes sense. Control, attack, distribution tactics. I see, I see. That makes sense. Conscripts. Alright, I'm getting it. I'm getting it a little... slowly cohesing in my brain. Eco-energy district or an atomic energy district, which I cannot buy yet. This building is locked and cannot be built. Your mom, bro. Your mom. Ecological starry city. Okay. I'm going to take a break. I really need to like go to the bathroom and I don't think I'm gonna cook just yet. I think I'll do that off stream, but let me go pee. Be right back. Oh, hello Connor. I didn't see you. Sorry, I'm rocking like 60 chats right now. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. How do I do this? How do I do this again? Don't know how to do any of this. Just a second. Here, and then here, I think. Right? And then here. Alright. Okay. See you, Folsom. Have a good night again. Alright. Oasis of Peace or Warping 101? Let's do Oasis of Peace since we just finished up here. This is a military alert. Since the wise and valiant Almond, that's you, led Simon and his people to reclaim Methlodor, order has been established in this corner of the chaotic archipelago. However, this revolutionary cause is not welcomed by all. According to our surveillance drones, armed forces conducted raids on many Methlodor regions yesterday. Presumably, these private military contractors controlled by the military-industrial complex could not accept their failure. Simon is piloting his own fighter jet in an effort to hold back an enemy that outnumbers him 10 to 1. Dayspring suggests that you look into this matter personally. Fine. Here we go again. An oasis of peace. An oasis. Master Almond, did you take a look at my report? As the situation is urgent, Dayspring suggests that you use Simon's authority to mobilize troops. The Nexus has prepared a virtual avatar. Command Methlodor's army and leave the rest to us. You mean the algorithm will present me as someone else? Are you sure about this will work? A virtual avatar? Elaborate. You are correct. According to the protocol, after establishing a cooperative relationship with local civilizations, it is necessary to acquire the psychological data of its leaders for use in virtual avatars should an emergency demand it. Although you've been out of contact with Simon for a while now, do not worry. The Nexus automatically created a backdoor to his brain when we first accessed his cerebral cortex in the fighter. Damn. Ran out of questions for today? Well, maybe I got some questions. Have you ever stolen anything? That's an okay card. I stole some Yu-Gi-Oh card packs when I was like 3 out of like a party city. That was pretty fun. The data we've been collecting over this time is enough to fool even his closest contacts. Not indefinitely, but long enough. Not indefinitely means the cover could be blown. As you might expect, even planets in their smart machines era... Oop, sorry. Alt-tabbed. Stole a pack of gum. It's an okay steal. Pretty small, yeah. The conscious algorithm of living beings is infinitely complex and full of possibilities, far beyond AI capability. Likely remain true regardless of how far technology progresses. I don't think I've stolen anything big before. If I could download a car, I would, but they won't let me. I see. I have no further inquiries. Switch Shell's armaments to multi-orbit. I shall depart immediately. Copy that right away. Multi-orbit armaments equipped. Master Almonder, your shell has been reconfigured according to your instructions. Dayspring wishes you the best of luck. Things went surprisingly well, probably because the Methlodor forces are in chaos. I should turn on the music. I'm just going to keep the music on. Sometimes there's music, sometimes there's not. I closed out of it. Too late. War were declared. War again. They're a little stronger this time, huh? Things went surprisingly well, probably because the Methlodor forces are in chaos. After you assumed Simon's position via the virtual avatar, the sector's troops were quietly transferred over to your control. The entire army was merged into your chain of command as if nothing had happened. Now it's your responsibility to deal with the surrounding enemies. Occupy the entire territory of Rimaya and relieve the crisis in Methlodor. Understood. Oops, I need to deploy you guys. Whoa, that's a lot of troops. You're being rallied. Utopia, on the move. You're being rallied as well. Gotcha. Everybody's being rallied for a little bit of combat. Can I use your ability? Whoa, a bomb. What's your weakest moral challenge? Probably killing another person. Purchase the command, the peak of evolution from the command database. Command database, the peak. Force the vulnerable local species to face the cruelty of the universe. Reduce the size of a military force by 6%. Damn. Equipped the peak. Long press. There we go. Select the jurisdiction to issue your command. Hang on, I think I gotta get out of this hot zone. I gotta bring my forces over. Whoa, scary. Can I just keep casting spells? Dude, I am also casting spells. I really am a wizard. My strong hatred? You're, yeah. Weakest moral conundrum. Action type, active defense. Oh, so can I not move you out? Yeah, gotcha. Everybody else gets to be on the offense, huh? Let's make this quick. That one's capped. Oh, they invaded. Why? It's a bad move. I'm blowing up your other units. I'm blowing up your other units. Oh, they're killing my ass. We got him. We got him. Looks like they're gonna need your help. Yeah, they got owned. They got owned. You don't move, huh? Maybe I want to change my military stance to... attack then. Sounds like Minecraft. Just constantly blowing this guy up. It's so over for him, man. He's so done. Damn, I gotta cap all these points. What do I like about myself? I think I'm pretty cute. I don't know how true that is, but... 32? Bruh. Standing around doing nothing. Launching spells. Launching spells at the enemy, doing nothing. Let me see. If a restaurant is having a clearance sale, will you order from it? If a restaurant was having a going out of business sale. Let's see. Boogoo? Kisley? Probably 100% true. Cute and nice. Wizard Time would say that. Maybe? You might, or... I guess, yeah, I guess it would depend on the food, right? If it's not poisoned. I guess if it was just like a going out of business clearance sale, I mean, the food's probably all old at that point. You know? I'm thinking, I guess if it was like fish, I'd probably say no. Like if it was like old fish, I'd be like, nah, I'm not eating that. But if it was just like, oh, maybe something like, maybe like chicken, fried chicken, I'd be like, yeah, it's okay, I guess, if you... I don't know. Cheeseburgers? Cheeseburgers could be okay if they're a little stale. Favorite fish species? I don't know. There's a lot of fish out there, isn't there? Goldfish are filthy. Swordfish are interesting. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cute do I think I am? Oh god. In real life or my model? In my model, I think my model is 10 out of 10 cute. In real life, probably like a 6. Like a high 6, I would say. I'm not very good looking, I just think I'm cute. Yeah, well, how about this? Oh, I already asked that last stream. Nope, did that one too. Nope, not that one. That one's a funny one, though. What would you do if a mom and her 4-year-old child asked you to change your aisle seat on an airplane for a middle seat so they could sit together? Catfish are neat? Yeah, catfish are pretty cool. They got whiskers. We've withstood Riemea's attack and successfully destroyed all organizational forces. Methodor is poised for a future of peace and tranquility. Alright, get the fuck out of here. He's sucking up my resources. Damn, we almost own the entire archipelago down here. Primary quest. Methodor's counterattack was successful. We managed to stabilize the situation without resorting to anything particularly out of the ordinary, using only troops of the local intelligence species with some weak support. It appears that the only resource the enemy has left to resist is their wetware air force. Now it's time to show off your skills. Things went surprisingly well, probably because the Methodor's forces are in chaos. After you assume Simon's position via the virtual avatar, the sector's troops were quietly transferred over to your control. Yeah. The exhaust flame of the WW2 burns brighter than the sun. As the most advanced multi-purpose wetware fighter in the Carricanel archipelago, the WW2 is truly the star of the battlefield. So when Simon's connections manage to present him with a complete set of WW2 maintenance devices, he once again takes to the skies in his devastating fighter. The constant pop-up alarms in the virtual interface irritate Simon, so with a thought, he completely shuts down all alarm windows. When the VR projector shut down, the WW2's canopy reveals its original transparent texture, the same as any ordinary fighter. The blaze in the left wing now shines into the cockpit. Yeah, I don't need warnings telling me my plane is on fire. Maybe it's time to eject. Uh-oh. Never go to planes, especially on a wheelchair. I gotcha, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Subconsciously, Simon slides his finger under the plastic cover of the eject button and flicks it open. In this brain-computer interface wetware weapon, the red eject button is one of the few physical mechanisms. Repeated, lengthy deployment has exhausted Simon and scarred his vessel. Emergency repairs may temporarily restore WW2's operational capabilities, but only at a cost of reliability. Simon had thought this attack would be the same as any other. All he had to do was to pilot his fighter through familiar skies, fending off enemy aircraft the way he always did. He hadn't expected his enemy, who had long used the Carcanel archipelago as a testing ground for their weapons, to launch an all-out attack. If not for the mysterious individual taking charge of the troops in his place, Methodor's long-awaited peace would be lost overnight. From the coordinates on his real-time GPS feed, Simon could see he had been inadvertently driven into enemy airspace. Ejecting here would mean certain capture, and he did not want to spend the rest of his life in a wetware laboratory. The military-grade brain machine port buried in the back of his neck itches as he imagines his former employers purging and distorting his memories. If the Liberator Methodor were to be manipulated and put into service of the military-industrial complex, the country would inevitably fall once more, likely into an even darker, endless abyss. No one would allow that to happen. Muttering to himself, Simon reboots the control. The WW2 has lost all lift and can now only glide, but he's not discouraged. Again and again, Simon restarts the fighter's variable vector nozzling, hoping that it works. But the thrust is not enough to repel the fighter, and the exhaust only makes him an easy target for heat-seeking missiles. Damn it, this is the end of me. Watching 2 AA missiles tearing towards him, Simon once again turns the canopy transparent and silently watches the clouds and land he knows so well. He knows there is no escaping the missiles, so he lights up the thrusters to ensure they hit their target and take out both him and his fighter in an instant fireball. Ah. I've heard so much boasting about these intelligent high-yield missiles. Let's hope it hasn't all just been an ad campaign. 2 of those should be enough to blow me to hell and back, leaving nothing for those military-industrial complex engineers. I don't want to end up in their hands. What do I think about milk? It's okay. I don't really drink straight milk. I don't eat cereal or anything like that. I use it like an ingredient, but it's okay. What if I made a plushie for my model? If I'm making like a plushie, it would probably be of like an avatar or mascot. Like, you know how VTubers have like chat mascots and stuff like that? If I make a plushie, it would probably be of something like that, you know? Unless you want like a plushie of me. Somewhere in the sky above the AA missiles, a few bright dots appear. They expand at a terrifying rate, burning through the missile shells and warheads as they were nothing. As if they were nothing. Boom! Boom! 2 explosions echo in the cockpit of the WW2. 2 AA missiles detonated midair. Right on time, huh? Right on time, huh? Master Almond! It's you, and you saved me. Thank you. I know I shouldn't do this, but I just wanted to do a little more. Looking at this image in the transmission, you suddenly realize Simon may have over 10 years of military experience and be one of the greatest pilots on this continent, but he's still just a young man who has barely come of age. Simon's contemporaries are probably still struggling through the excitement and anguish of their first real jobs. The trials of war have sent him down a unique path, but the youthful ambition in his heart remains unextinguished. What about orange? Oranges are good, but lately, like, I hadn't had an orange in years, and then I had one like a couple months ago, and I thought it was like super bitter. I was like, I don't remember oranges being so, like, bitter, you know? So they're okay. Perhaps only someone like this could create an oasis of peace in a land of such chaos. Dayspring's words echo in your construct. After some consideration, you can't help but feeling sympathy and pity for Simon's recklessness. Civilization domination, check. Your courage is admirable, Simon, but as a warrior and a leader, you should not take such a rash decision. Your country and your fellow countrymen still need you to lead them in their struggle to reclaim peace from their oppressors. I see. Thank you, Master Almond. I won't forget what you've taught me. Just as Simon is about to say something else, you notice the 14 enemy planes chasing him have encircled the airspace. It seems your suicidal maneuvers have brought you some time. You were right. They wanted you to eject. They're trying to capture you alive. Keen observation, Master Almond. After the rescue, Simon reboots the central control of his fighter. The repeated reboots have taken their toll on the hardware, and the holograms on the canopy glitch erratically. It is likely the WW2 circuitry has also suffered damage. Despite all this, Simon is still able to identify the enemy planes swarming in. 14 of them, huh? That's probably their entire fleet of wetware fighters. Master Almond, if I may, you deployed some sort of high-energy laser weaponry to disintegrate those missiles, right? Even with today's most advanced aerospace fighters, he seems to have mistaken your shell for some sort of experimental aerospace fighter. Bulky, highly demanding energy weapons will require the entire AA armament capacity. There are 14 of them. A squadron of this size means they'll be armed with long-range AA missiles as a countermeasure against aerospace fighters. Please leave this airspace before it's too late. Are you insinuating these micro-electrical canoes could pose any threat to me? To me? Micro-electric canoes? He's taken aback for a moment before realizing you're talking about the enemy fighters. That's a very unique way of looking at things, but yes, a squadron of wetware fighters is unstoppable in this airspace, not even by the Concorian Air Force Station in the Carcanel Archipelago. Please retreat while you still can, and please, destroy my cockpit with your laser weapons. He pauses. This is my final request. A young pilot who is overly worried about his superior while being charismatic and simple-minded. Now you understand why the Nexus recommended it. Tell him straight that you can take care of these fighters. Refuse to elaborate and destroy the enemy with your shell. The scene that follows is one that Simon will never forget for the rest of his life. Stripping itself of optical invisibility, the shell reveals the Omni's sinister form, and its vicious weaponry begins to unfold. Dayspring, initiate Mode 2 configuration, air-to-air annihilation. Affirmative. Amender Shell Mode 2 initiated. AI-era AA weaponry online, all hostile targets locked. Plankton Mark III elite missiles launched. 1 bandit down, 3 bandits down, hostile decoy devices detected, recalibrated, that's 5 bandits down. Bandit evasive maneuvers detected. Unlock power cap. We're going, oh, it's over. We need at least 10,000 and we're going over 9,000. Affirmative. Reconfiguring power output of microfusion reactor. New attack pattern matched. 9 bandits down. Warning. Incoming hostile ECM. Hostile ECM ineffective. 11 bandits down. Detecting remaining enemy aircraft. Entering hypersonic mode. Activate CMRT. Dayspring. Kill these motherfuckers. Dayspring. Twist his nuts. Activating constrained magnetic reconnecting thrusters. Interception complete. All bandits down. Mission accomplished. Ending the stream soon. I will be ending the stream soon. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, got really into that one. Seeing the images from the visual feed, Simon freezes and even forgets to land the WW2 fighter smoothly. If it weren't for you, everyone would have thought the young pilot had dropped dead of mental shock. Focus on the operation of your aircraft, young man. Young man, watch your nuts. Affirmative. I guarantee to fulfill this mission, of course, Master Almond. After I saw you twist that guy's nuts into pieces, I will complete this mission. Looks like it's coming to an end, Master Almond. Well, hopefully they can get some respite. I'm sure they can. I've seen a large number of people migrate into Egert. Soon enough, there will be a city of hope and oases of peace alongside the desert. Damn, what a mission. What a mission. At least you reminded me? Yeah, probably would have kept going. Gotta end it. You know, I got work tomorrow. Egert is the capital. That's Bugu. Cecile? Havana? Sergiv? Egert. Egg. The City of Hope. Gate to the truth world. That advances the main plot, yeah. Aerospace Operations Center or City of Hope. 9 pops, 5 research. Gotcha. There'll be a time for that, I'm sure. We might be able to do, maybe one more full story mission, maybe, maybe not, maybe. Let me get some investments down first. The Summit Council, the UIEC. The dick-sucking factory. That was intense. So lurid. So lurid. Oh, we could upgrade this guy. Oh, expensive. Not for one such as myself, though. A simple energy cluster. What the hell do you even do with all these pops? Hot, hot, hot. Go. There we go. In Egert, Simon led exiles from countless territories to achieve miracles. Within months, an emerging seaport city had grown rapidly. With your support, it's become an emerging city, free from war with a varied and lively economy, the City of Hope. I don't know where or when this name began to circulate, but it is how this oasis in a war-torn land has come to be known. I'll lay the foundations for our next strategy. This city will always be the City of Hope. For everyone. Yes, the City of Hope. Aerospace Ops Center. Nine pops, 600 defense, 7 pops. Shivik. Wow woo wee wow wo. Janda. Dang. Can't wait to TF2 tomorrow? Yeah, I guess we can cut the stream here. I don't think there's a save button. Hopefully it doesn't bite my nuts off when I do this. That's a pretty interesting game. That's good for testing the quad streaming. We might not do the full quad streaming because I do want like the mixed chat so I know what everybody is saying from everywhere. Because for some reason it just didn't work. Alright. Okay. We turn the music back on. Let me find some music to play. Not the Stellaris OST, not this time. Maybe some Donkey Kong. Hang on. There's like a Donkey Kong song that I want to stick in there. Gangplank Galleon. Donkus Congus. We'll start with Dark. There you go. Dark Moon Cavern. Alright. Can't wait for Team Fortress 2 tomorrow? Yep. And I'll see you guys all soon. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, as Truman once said. Yeah. See, good night, Graham. Good night, Kai. Good night, everybody, actually. I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I tried to make that as entertaining as I possibly could. YouTube is recommending me that stream at 2,500 kilobits a second rather than 6,000. Sorry. Sorry, my bad. Anyway. Glad to hear it. Hope you guys had fun. I'll finish the Discord sometime next week, I'm sure. New video might be finished by the end of this week. I don't know. I might break it up into 4 separate videos, because there's a lot there. Regardless. I gotta eat dinner and get some sleep in so I can go to fucking work tomorrow. At least it's a morning shift. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.